Hi everybody and welcome to another episode of the United States of a Movie Podcast. We're the movie podcast that makes every Monday a fun day as we get together and we talk movies, but we have a point here at the United States of a Movie. We're trying to find one movie to define each state in these United States. We've already done 2 trips around the states and currently we're just taking some detours. We're on those back roads, those farm to market roads, and we have accidentally found ourselves slap bang right after the World Cup doing the best soccer movies ever made. And boy, do I hate Ryan. Because this week we went dad movie with Ollie, we went great movie with Will, and then Ryan just genuinely made us try to give up on life and movies itself. And currently, if you're watching on YouTube, right behind Will is exactly what we're talking about. So, before we get started, let's welcome back my amazing co-host to the show, as always, in Arizona, Ryan Sandler. Welcome back to the show, buddy.
It's so nice to be back, and much like the rest of America, we are so fucking over soccer. We're good. Like every 4 years, it's fine. And especially after watching these movies, I'm like, never again. I'm done.
No, I've loved it. We had the World Cup. We had the World Cup in Texas. It was brilliant. Everyone was suddenly realizing this is great and everybody loves each other. And now it's finished. And now, we have to wait 4 years until it comes back around. But it's okay. Argentina lost. So honestly, everybody's happy. And currently in the middle of what used to be his very own video store in Los Angeles, California, but is now currently sitting surrounded by Rodney Dangerfield and his terrifying eyes, is Will Hirsch. Welcome back to the show, Will.
So great to be here in this Dangerfield nightmare that has been forced upon us. My God.
Yeah.
What were the other movies we did? I don't even.
There's I don't even remember hole. What's going on in life now, Will. All I can remember is
that means it's working,
dude. Ryan, for the love of God, please tell us the absolute piece of shit that you made us watch this week.
I allowed you to watch the 1992 film, in all caps, starring Rodney Dangerfield, Jonathan Brandis, and Jack Hay, Ladybugs, a movie about family and football and trans rights.
Trans wrongs.
I think this movie's
let's be real.
Finally, I'm on board with people being against boys and girls sports.
Oh no,
this movie makes the best case for it,
dude. Oh my God! What is the one thing we learned from this movie? Is that we need more boys in girls' sports and women's soccer sports. It's what a great lesson to learn.
This movie, it's safe to say this movie does not hold up.
No.
Honestly, I actually over dinner mentioned that I had to do the podcast today and that we were doing Ladybugs, and Zen was like, oh, I love that movie when I was younger. I was like,
yeah.
Really? I just straight up asked for a divorce.
It's one of those movies. Again, I know I mention this all the time. That was just on cable like constantly. It was on whatever HBO. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But it was on so much, and I was probably about the same age as maybe Jonathan Brandis' character, maybe younger. But I loved Rodney Dangerfield so much. I think Back to School is one of my favorite movies and one of my favorite comedies. So when this came out, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, like a new Rodney Dangerfield movie. So I loved it as a kid, and then I knew going into this now, I'm like, I know it's gonna be problematic. And from the opening get-go.
You mean the Nazi rally?
Allegedly, yeah.
Right at the beginning of the movie.
That's not really what it was, right?
It certainly, the flags in the background felt pretty Nazi, and you've got a German guy on his.
I thought I was still watching Escape to Victory. So
this movie. Oh no, man! I did it all wrong. I watched this one last. I should have started with this one, got it out the way. Then I should have had the nice sort of like main course of Escape to Victory of just a dad movie that also features some football, and then finished off with Shaolin Soccer, which is Wow. I had
Yeah, I
such a
mean,
good
I
time
just
watching
I
that
just
movie.
watch I just watched Ladybugs 3 times.
Wow, cool. All right, cool. Again, so I hate you, and I hate you. Three times for each time you watch that
I am
movie.
also somehow forgetting that we all group watched one of these movies
We
together
did.
Yeah, oh
Yes.
yeah, we did.
2 days ago.
We group watched Escape to Victory.
We did,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so Ladybugs is the 1992 sports comedy. Can I use inverted commas on that
Yeah.
one? Because I don't think I laughed once.
A
Apart
comedy
from,
with balls, I believe is
yes,
the
oh,
tagline.
Ugh.
many balls jokes, and a lot of suggestive underage stuff that, again, just,
Yeah,
just,
I
well, it was
don't know if
the 90s. I'm waiting for Ryan.
I,
no.
I don't know if it was suggested so much as just blatantly on screen, like just my God. Like I told you guys in the group text, the amount of times I said Jesus Christ out loud,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like far exceeded the amount of times I said it during Terrifier. Like
Yeah, even I because I like I've seen this movie so many times. I remember like key bits from it, but even even on this watch, I felt like really slimy watching it. Like just it it still holds a like a nostalgic place in my heart just because I've seen it so many times growing up. But I cannot recommend this movie to anybody.
Not a
No.
single, not a
Legally, you
single
cannot
human being.
recommend this movie.
All right, so yeah, yes, literally. It's constantly playing in Harvey Weinstein's cell
Yeah,
in
right.
prison. Is this movie? It's his favorite movie. But basically, okay, like the plot of this movie is Rodney Dangerfield wants to get a promotion. Hey, yo, oh, get a promotion. Oh, he's on. I mean, honestly, watching this movie, I'm like, is how many drugs is he on? Because he can't stand still, and he's he always bouncing all the time. Hey, oh, hey, oh.
I
And
mean, the whole movie is just him doing bits, like
one-liners, just
Yeah.
like,
yeah,
hey,
little stand-up
look at
bits.
this, hey,
And a lot of like weird ADR stuff too, like redubbed over lines, which is
So,
weird.
but the thing is, so it turns out goes to try and get a promotion, realizes that his boss, for some reason, with his the boss's wife, really love investing in a children's girls soccer team, which has been historically a very successful team. So he says, "Oh, hey, I could coach," and he ends up coaching a team that has absolutely no returning players apart from one, and his goal is to make them successful so he can get a promotion.
Mhm.
They are terrible, so he then gets his stepson to dress in drag to play for the team. I
Mhm.
have not only boiled down the plot, but that is actually the whole movie. Um, and honestly, you should never watch it. It's from beginning to end.
Yeah, I
Just
mean
I want
it
to
opens
die.
it opens with him going to like a self-help conference where he's trying to build up
Nazi
his
rally,
confidence.
yes,
Yeah,
Nazi rally.
okay. Yes, he then goes to his boss to ask for a promotion to get more money so he can propose to his fiance or propose to a woman.
Yes, who
Yeah.
does or doesn't feature in the
And then he
movie.
just gets roped into coaching this soccer team and he knows nothing about soccer and neither does she. She's literally reading a dummy's guide like how to do soccer.
Look, actually, let's give a moment to there are two people in this movie doing the Lord's work. Jack A and Jonathan Brandis.
Yeah.
Jonathan Brandis is dialed up to, I'm gonna give that kid credit.
Yeah.
He is
Yeah.
dialed up to 11 in this movie. He is fully committed. He's bringing the comedy, he's bringing the bit where he's constantly having to change.
The Mrs.
Yeah.
Doubtfire bit.
Yeah, the Mrs.
Yeah.
Doubtfire bit, brilliant.
Mhm.
And Jack A is just, she is just outclassing this movie from the second that she's in it.
Yeah.
Everything else maybe.
It was originally supposed to be Whoopi Goldberg in that role, but because I think because Sister Act was such a mega hit, she's like, maybe I shouldn't do this movie.
So she did Theodore Rex instead.
I was gonna say, yeah. She's like, look, I'm already in a movie with a
I gotta
monster.
do it. But like in all seriousness, I fucking hated this movie. It was so bad. It was so bad. There's no any redeeming sort of things. I'm like, it's very
even his comedy bits by this time were
It's just
just
dated.
so played out
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
not
It's like
relevant.
right at
I
the
mean,
beginning.
I-
Oh, she
and-
handles all the policeman's balls.
And again, to be clear, like I absolutely love Rodney Dangerfield, but seeing him in this, it's like watching a loved one go through dementia right before
Yeah.
your eyes.
Yes.
And you're like, you're just trying to be like sweet and patient. And you're like, God damn it. Just, I can't do this.
Yeah,
It's,
Yeah.
it opened up and it was like, I know what you mean. Because like, Caddyshack, you know what I mean? It's like
yeah.
when Dangerfield is on, he's on, right? And this movie started and just felt like it was, why is he in this role? And then like what's the point? And how is this gonna work? It would have been much, it just everything seemed off. The casting seemed off. The like I said, apart from Jackie and Jonathan Brandis, again,
Yeah.
doing
Mhm.
fantastic work. But it was just like straight from the beginning, it was exactly like you're saying, Ryan. It's watching someone doing stand up in the wrong
Yeah.
club 20 years too late.
Right.
And so you're
In
doing
front of
Rodney
children.
Dangerfield in a
Yeah.
kids movie, right? So
Yeah.
Rodney Dangerfield, who is making jokes for the boomers,
The
is doing
dissonance between the
kids
audience
movie.
is crazy.
So
Like,
none of his humor is going to land with any of the kids in this movie, and it's
no.
just not landing in honestly anyway half the
And
time.
just like, and again, like, just like the cross-dressing, like trans stuff is just really, really hard to watch. Like it's tough.
oh man, it's
Yeah.
not
You
just
can,
that because he meets the girls. Okay, so he meets his team, and like I said, they're all new girls apart from one who played the year before. And this is a championship team, and so like, okay, this is ridiculous. So he knows nothing about soccer. He's having to build his team from nothing. But it's like we
and
get
in true form, the team consists of black girl, glasses girl, Asian girl who likes butterflies, the boss's daughter,
yeah, it's like,
like I guess the ugly duckling, the
who
girl,
just then
like
okay,
yeah,
we're gonna talk
that
about
is
No, we don't.
ugly
We don't have to talk
duckling.
about
Ooh,
it.
that
Oh, we
was
are talking
we can just
fuck
brush right past
about
it.
that because that was again. Oh my god!
like, and obviously
Ugh.
Jonathan Brandis' character is like a huge crush on the pretty girl who turns out to be the boss's daughter on the team. So his whole thing is like, well, I guess like his whole driving force is to just get closer to this girl, and in order to do it, he has to co-sign on dressing up like a girl to play for this team.
Yeah. So and cheating. So like I said, so the
Mhm.
underlying thing of this is girls suck at their own games, and the only way to win at stuff is to cheat. Honestly, so yes, so the boss's daughter is also the cute girl. But then, so Jonathan Brandis, the stepson, comes by to watch the girls play, so he can give advice because he plays. And then immediately, yeah, you know where this is going. Immediately, he hits into daydream mode, and now we are sexualizing a 12-year-old girl. So now she's
That,
basically in a bikini, and then we
Oh
have
no,
now the scene that I will give credit to is that montage scene again. Brandis doing the Lord's
Funny,
work
yeah.
in that scene.
Yeah.
It's
When
like
they reveal the cheeseburgers.
the entire movie
yes.
budget went into that montage. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
funny. It was like, okay, this again, apart from the sexualization of the
Oh,
young
God,
girl
that
at the
was
beginning,
so
I go,
fucking
what
weird.
the hell
Jeez.
is going on? Then we have that scene, and then it's like, it from that point on, I was just, the only thing I wrote after that was just, poor Jonathan Brandis.
It's crazy to think,
Yeah.
like thinking now, like there was probably not a single female in that writer's room because
No.
there's a scene where he calls Rodney Dangerfield Chester. God
I was
damn it.
good. I was gonna bring this
He
up.
calls him in distress, and he's like, he's at the girl's house, the mother, like the
That's right.
whatever,
They're all gonna go
and he
skinny
calls them
dipping.
to go. They're going skinny dipping. I'm like, what in what fucking world? Like, it's so fucking gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking
And it cuts like
about?
he's on the phone, and there's a shot down the hallway where they're all in
And they're
towels,
running
like
around in a
Martha.
towel.
I'm like,
Yeah, when it became
"Ew,
clear they were gonna run down the hallway, I was like, no, no, no! Like I was just screaming at my movie, like, stop, 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 time out, movie.
It's the kind of movie you have on, and your roommates just walk in randomly, like, "Well, what are you fucking
Don't.
doing?"
Don't exactly. No,
Yeah,
honestly,
just-
honestly, there's an entirely different, like, I guess, government website for people who are
Yeah.
currently watching that movie.
Oh,
It's just like
God.
big, just giant red flags on in everybody's house. It was
Did you
just
say this
like-
was free on YouTube? It's the psyop. Okay.
It gets me. There was a scene. So this is where I go. Did we just make a comedy about underage grooming? Because the dressing room scene where he has to help Brandis buy a dress, and then Dangerfield goes in to help zip him up, and then there's a woman sitting outside with her daughter or granddaughter, And the things that she's hearing him say through the dress is,
Oh
"Oh,
God.
it's never gonna fit. Well, just try it. Oh, maybe you'll like it." And the woman, she's kind of amused by it, by the whole
That
thing, until the curtain opens, and then she just becomes a fainting goat and faints. And I'm like, and that's where I was just like, this is my notes for that scene. Okay, these are the notes. This dressing room scene is dot 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 appalling. Did we just make a comedy of underage grooming? Cool, 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 cool. Sigh. This movie is the Antichrist.
the shot of like their 2 feet,
The
like
two fucking
like
feet.
facing each other, and then he comes out of the dressing room. Martha realizes all the dialogue they were having, looks at the woman, sees her kid, and he's just like grabs his wig and just runs off. Rodney Dangerfield walks over and he's like, "Aren't you a cute little girl?" I'm like, "Oh, it's the
Yeah.
slimiest fucking
Uh,
movie." Oh my God.
It is
If this
crazy.
movie had like a very different, like ominous soundtrack, it would literally look like the
Yeah.
poster that's behind
Yeah,
it.
no, it is. Yeah, it is one music choice away from being the
Yeah.
Yeah,
disturbing
just
film.
put the
that-
Exorcist music over it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just
Oh
like, just put
fuck.
tubular bells on that shit and everybody
That's
else.
why I sent you
Oh.
guys. Shout out to How Did This Get Made, Anime the podcast, who covered this movie, and I didn't want to listen to that episode just because I didn't want to cloud my judgment of this absolutely perfect film. But their team cut a trailer to this movie, but it was like edited like a David Lynch film, and Jesus Christ, it's like 3 minutes long, and it's better than this 90-minute piece of shit.
There's like,
Yeah.
there's another scene like later where I think the girls' team has won for the first time, and there is this joke. And if you're not watching the video, again, I'm doing the fingers here, but like how Rodney Dangerfield keeps going back and basically dry humping the wife. Like
Oh
it's
yeah.
hugging, and he's just like aggressively kissing.
He's so horny in the worst possible
Yeah,
like surroundings.
yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
again like I can't say like saying it was the 90s doesn't really apply to this. It's just fucking gross. But I
No.
mean like I'm trying to find like any bright spot in this. Like yeah,
Yeah, it ended.
Yeah.
the tension of him, the tension of Jonathan Brandis' character trying to play both sides of this.
That's
Where the girl shows up
scene,
to his
like I said,
house.
that scene is the only scene in the movie that for me worked, and it was all on Brandis. His like the way he's sliding down the stairs, the way
Yeah.
he's tearing up and down, the way he's like the whipping off the kid was crushing. Like he was like in it.
But how dumb is this girl to not recognize him like from the forehead
He
down?
wasn't even doing a girl's voice.
No, it was his regular
Just pass the
voice.
ball. I'm like, dude, like you sound like a boy right now.
Oh, in his first game where he's like really fucking mean,
Mhm.
and then him and Rodney have that falling out in the car, and he's giving him a list of things he's giving him a list of things that girls don't do, and like, oh God, I'm so angry at
I
myself.
wish I'd poured 4 times as much whiskey in my glass for this podcast because this movie, like, I'm now going through the PTSD of remembering watching this movie, and it gets like, we even had that joke. Okay, so now we've had the Dark Night of the Soul in this movie, and so
A lot of montages in this movie
There's
too.
a few, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you get the
And so-
montage of them training, you get the montage of them like once they start winning because it's just him scoring every goal. Then the inevitable like he gets injured or he can't play, so now the team has to do it. It's like very low stakes.
But we
Yeah.
like no, we end up this is a joke in this movie. And so you've got Jonathan Brandis is like sitting drinking his milkshake in his bar, talking to his barman, and then
You
we
could say
cut
that
to
again.
Rodney Dangerfield and he's having a whiskey and he's talking to the barman and he's like, so what's the problem? He's like,
Oh my God.
my fiance's stepson, I dressed him up like a girl and made him play with me. And then he gets thrown out the bar, and I'm going, that's the joke we went with. That's where we're going.
Yeah, this movie has one joke, and it's creep, and that's
Yeah.
all it is throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
It's just what is the creepiest thing anyone could say? Isn't that funny? Like
And
no,
even like with the parents as well. Like, so we've got the daughter on the team, and this people are so invested in the team winning that they're like, no, get my fucking daughter off. She sucks. So we've got two parents who say, my daughter sucks. The only one fighting for them at that point is Rodney Dangerfield.
I guess the dad, his whole thing is like he's a winner and he's got to win at everything. I guess that's like the drive. Like
Right. Okay. So we've got that. And then
Yeah.
we've got Rodney Dangerfield going, hey, you, this is your daughter, don't you love your daughter? Like, hoo hoo. And cool.
It'll crush
fine.
it.
the whole fucking movie ends like, so we do it. We even bring Jonathan Brandis back to help them win, which again confused the fuck out of me. But the dad has learnt zero lessons, as has Rodney Dangerfield, because the movie ends with them. They've got an entire bus full of boys pretending to be girls at a softball team. So what is what's the growth? What's the character growth? What's the arc? What's the lesson? Like I said, go back to what I said. Women suck at sports. The only way to win is to cheat and make boys do it. The end.
Yeah.
Plus, you are running for state senate. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
You know.
Okay, all right.
I just can't believe the Daily Wire was making movies this early on.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Can I do a slight channel change very quickly?
Please.
More than
Are you guys subscribed to and watching InfoWars? Because
oh
it's
yeah,
yes.
for sure. 100%.
incredible.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't.
It's unbelievable.
Enough. It's so
R-
good.
Did you?
R.I.P. Alex Jones, who exploded.
Yeah, he exploded. Like, and they're like trying to make Austin Jonestown.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I loved
God.
that.
Unbelievable.
Ladies and gentlemen, whoever, if you are listening, subscribe to InfoWars, which is a sentence I never would have said my entire life. But
Right.
The Onion owns InfoWars, and they've gone. Oh, it's like Colbert Report level
Mhm.
of just
Tim Heidecker is a
It's
fucking
serious,
comedy
but
genius,
so funny.
Yeah.
It is
it's great.
It is majestic, and honestly, in times like this, you've got to go for the comedy, and these guys are all in. God bless InfoWars. Again, a word,
Yeah.
I feel like you're doing an ad read.
Honestly,
Hey.
oh my god, let's get them to sponsor this. We should
InfoWars sponsor
sponsor the
us.
podcast.
God.
It's amazing. Oh my god. All right, okay. I'm moving back to movies, but seriously, InfoWars, amazing.
There's so much like weird. I mean, in a movie that is based completely around weirdness, there's so many weird choices in this. Like, for example, there's a bit in the very beginning. I think it's the first soccer game where he's doing like where he's like meeting all the players. And Jack A is just eating a sandwich, like but she's eating
Sideways.
it like a fucking corn on the cob.
Yes,
It's the
dude,
craziest
okay,
thing.
thank
I
you.
did not like that.
I was
That
gonna
made me
bring that
very
up.
uncomfortable.
No,
I think at the time, just out loud, I'm like, has she never eaten a sandwich before?
No.
Right.
What is happening?
Dude, I like that. Outside of all the grooming and everything else, that sandwich thing was the worst.
I'll say it's worse than all that.
It was so fucking.
you can
weird.
accuse all the weird sex stuff, but not like
Yeah. But eating a sandwich sideways?
No.
Straight to jail. Straight to jail.
yeah, not since Money Plane has someone eaten something so bizarre.
Yeah.
At least had she eaten it with a knife, would have been fine. But no, fucking eating a 12-inch sub sideways. Sideways.
Fucking corn on the
What are
cob,
you
like a
doing?
wood chipper. It's nuts.
It's like
Monstrous behavior.
It's
Yeah.
like it's like the corn eating scene from War Games.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
It's raw.
I think too, like I a lot of this, and because there's no like trivia on it, I refuse to do a deep dive. But the dialogue just feels so like they're professional comedians. Like just let them riff and do their thing. Like when she goes off and they have that whole monologue, the whole dialogue of like black people in sports. She's like black people with the best of sports, and the first thing he says, "Yeah, hockey," and then she looks and she goes, "Yeah, all right," and then he just starts naming like water polo, fencing, like just.
It was actually pretty funny because it was like he was naming all the stuff from the boarding school movies that we did.
Sure,
You
yeah.
know? Because it's like he went with the widest fucking sports. Water polo.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're right.
like fencing. I was like, that was actually quite funny.
Kayaking, yeah.
I actually quite like that. As I'm going, okay, good point. He had to name all of the shittest sports to get white people because it's like football, basketball,
petered out after
athletics,
hockey,
You know, like, it's
Yeah.
like,
He
ice
could have just
hockey.
said the 2026 Lakers, and you know.
But you're right. Like the end of this movie being them, it's him and his shitty fucking boss on this bus with like, full of kids getting ready to play like baseball, softball, and he's like, "Get out there, girls!" And they put all their wigs on. I'm like, oh my God, is there a sequel to this?
Mate, okay. All right.
Guy bugs.
I've just gotten into some of the behind the scenes stuff.
Lady fellas.
And as bad as things were, it's definitely worse. Okay.
Okay.
Well, look. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the Whoopi Goldberg. Ryan, you were right. Whoopi Goldberg was offered the lead in this or Sister Act. Sorry, play Julie or do Sister Act. And as much as she loved Rodney Dangerfield, she chose the latter film. She thought it might be more successful. Sister Act was just Sister Act.
She was right.
Movie.
Yeah.
And then there's Ladybugs. Okay, well done, you Whoopi. This is one that I'm like confused. Dangerfield was disappointed in Paramount's marketing strategy. He felt they made it look too much like a family comedy when the target demographics were teenage and adult audiences. I'm sorry, what?
You're saying this could have been an R-rated, thriller?
This is what he thought. He's like, this movie was supposed to be for adults. I'm like, motherfucker, this was a teenage, like, okay, well, that was way off. But this is, okay, guys, I don't even want to, okay, you know what? I'm just going to do it. Jonathan Brandis on Conan O'Brien said that Rodney Dangerfield would often walk around set in an old red robe with no clothes on underneath. An act that he made apparent by spreading his legs wide open whenever he sat down. Cool.
So every part of this movie's a crime.
Cool. Yeah, literally, you're 100% right. I mean, like, I think the rest of the notes, I can't read them because they're all redacted. As soon as the Epstein files comes out, we're gonna find out everything that we needed to know about this movie. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's one of the, like, again, I knew it was going to happen going into it, but I still sucked it up and stuck it in anyway. But God damn it. I feel so fucking gross watching and recommending this movie.
There is one good part. Okay. It is the failure of this movie meant that the director, Sidney J. Fury, would never make another theatrical film again. He was a direct-to-video.
God.
Whew, thank God, yeah.
I'd say he directed Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, and I think both Iron Eagle movies.
Well,
there you go. That explains it all. I mean, like, every time this movie tries to have like a touching moment, like the ugly girl, in the quotes where he's like,
okay, let's talk about it. Like, this is the scene.
It starts very sweet where he's like, no, like, you're not ugly.
You're a good girl. Hey.
Yeah, like he's really trying to build her up, and then
it's so
he's
bad.
got to go.
Hey, take your head down.
Take your head down. And then, if I were younger, I was like, stop.
Nope. And he kept going.
You were ahead when you were like, no, you have value.
If I was even slightly younger, I'd date you. I'd do all kinds of things. I'm like, oh, fuck.
To the listener at home, you were talking about Penny Pester.
God. And then she said, this is how you know the movie, there were no women in any stage of the production of this, because her dialogue, he says to her, like, you wouldn't even go out with me. And she'd be like, oh, I would like go out with you. And I was like, what are we doing?
Like, I date you, coach. I would.
What is happening? And then she kisses him on the cheek, and I bought a gun.
Yeah.
I could not believe
this movie. Oh my gosh.
That is maybe like the most disgusting. In a movie filled with disgusting moments, that one really made me like, I was squirming.
I'm actually kind of with Will that, like, I'd rather watch Terrifier again.
Yeah, let's get started. Ryan,
actually, I'd rather be sawn in half.
My plan is working.
Let's go. If I had a choice between two rooms and I went into one and there was Ladybugs playing and the other one was Art the Clown, I'd be like, oh, let's go, Art.
I'd sit down with Art and I'd be like, hey man, if you were younger, I'd date you.
You'd finally Art the Clown is terrified.
Yeah, right. I feel like there you go. We take Art the Clown in a Saw-like, sort of like movie. And all he has to do to not die is watch Ladybugs, and we just watch him kill himself.
He just blow his brains out.
Yeah. That's how the franchise ends.
He would finally, after meeting Rodney Dangerfield and Ladybugs, he would finally talk and be like, "That's too much. I'm out."
What are you doing, buddy?
I got a fucking line, and it's this one.
And it's sucks. Like my stepdad too is he's such a Rodney Dangerfield fan, and
Mhm.
even to this day, like he is a quote machine. I think his brain is broken personally, but I still love it. He still says like, "Oh, hey, I got a lot of balls." Like he hits me with that like constantly.
Mhm.
It's like just that for whatever reason that line is seared into his brain.
Yeah, well, actually, that was right at the beginning, and I have a note saying, I got a funny feeling that 98% of the jokes in this movie are going to be about balls.
It was in the
And
trailer for
you know
sure.
what? I was
Oh yeah.
right. They even fuck up the final shot. The very final shot where he looks at camera, breaks the fourth wall, and goes, "Hey, finally got some respect." As he's
Yeah.
saying it, someone bangs the camera. Like
Yeah.
someone literally walked into the camera, and I go, if that doesn't fucking boil up this whole fucking movie, then even the final shot.
It,
Do we need to take two? Nah,
in
fuck
a
it.
movie like
No one's gonna care.
unless you were an adult or like know about Rodney Dangerfield's comedy, the idea of him like ending that whole movie with this respect line makes no sense in the
Nope.
context of the film.
It makes no sense in the context of humanity through
Okay.
the whole of time. Like, much
So
like
you're
the fucking movie.
so you're saying you didn't like the movie? Oh.
I just
Interesting.
got the steelbook.
Huh.
I got the fucking 4K on the way.
Huh.
Yeah, we finally found a movie that should not be on physical media. Like,
Yeah, I found a movie that honestly just shouldn't exist. Yeah, it was maybe the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
And the crazy thing is, like, had it been a hit, there would have been straight to fucking video spin-offs of this movie. I'm
Just
honestly shocked there wasn't
Throw a
another one,
but
but
dog in there. There you go. All right, you know, like
Ladybugs,
Bond.
yep.
Yeah, Ladydogs. There you go. It's just called bitches.
yeah. So this time we're doing bestiality. Okay.
Hey, at least I got some respect.
Ugh.
You may be a golden retriever, but I'd go out with it. Oh no.
Hey, I'd hump your leg if I could.
Nah.
Stop giving them ideas.
I was gonna say.
You
Whatever-
chose this
what-
movie. This is on you, Ryan. In the whole
Oh.
world of other movies you could have chosen, we were fucking Ladybugs. Oh.
Well, unfortunately, there was only these three soccer movies to talk about.
Yeah,
There
there's
were no
only-
other. There's never been another soccer film. So
You know what? It's the World Cup. It only comes around once every 4 years. I had to make it count. Also, this episode will be releasing in 2020.
yeah,
20,
just in time for the
2030.
next World Cup.
2030. Yeah.
seriously, just the worst. I could not more seriously not recommend a movie in my entire life.
Weirdly, this movie was celebrated for its 13-year anniversary.
Hey, I'd date that movie if I could. Hey,
The crazy thing I was a young kid. I had like it's such a huge crush on her on what's her name, Vanessa Shaw. When that movie
the
came
the
out, I
young
was like,
lady that's getting
yeah,
sexualized.
because I was yeah. I
Yeah.
had such a crush on
I'm
her
not
when I was a
surprised he
kid.
did in the way the movie presented her.
It's
I
so
mean,
problematic.
she's running slow motion in a sports bra, and I'm just going, what?
That is fucking crazy.
Insane.
The most insane choice
Ugh.
any filmmaker's ever made. Like, jeez. And you know what?
Not even Stanley Kubrick himself.
Roman
You know-
Polanski.
You know, you watch this movie and you're like, man, this is pretty wild for the 80s, and then you realize it's the 90s.
Yeah.
1992, baby, 92.
Oh,
Woo!
God.
damn, what were we doing in the 90s? Like,
This movie came out a year after Terminator 2. Like, to put
and a
it
year
into
before
perspective.
Jurassic Park. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, this is honestly a movie that someone should come back in time and kill the people that made
Oh,
it, so that it
yeah.
never existed.
If I had
This
a
is
time
why we're
machine-
in the darkest timeline. This fucking movie.
I am curious though, because shout out to Zen. She said she loves this movie.
as a young
She-
92.
Yeah, right. Of course. And like anyone you talk to probably hasn't seen this movie in 30 years, so it makes sense.
Oh, one of
You're
the
not doing the fucking math. This movie came out. My wife was 17 years old.
Yeah.
There
Now
you
who's
go.
the problem?
It's not like she was 11.
like the one of the ladies at the video store, Luce the comedian, she loves this movie. She talked about how like, oh, she loved it as a kid. So I just think that this is an indictment on Hollywood because clearly we don't make enough movies for young girls. Like
Yeah.
they are reaching for whatever they can get, and unfortunately, this is one of the options.
I'll
And
tell
why
you this
are-
much: the Disney
why-
Channel is doing that now. Like, so I had a
Yeah.
good my cousin. We love his their daughter. She's like perfectly in this sort of wheelhouse. So like, the teenage girl, 13, 12, like 12, 13, 14. And she came over, spent the night. She says, Ollie, I want to watch this movie on Disney Plus. And I'm like, all right. And it was like the fourth version. It's like, I don't know, man. It's vampires and ghouls and all this kind of stuff. And it's singing and dancing. And honestly, it was a very good movie. It was like, and it totally is taking care of the target audience. Like, that's what's happening right now. All that target audience is like Disney Plus original movies is where they're going. But like stuff like this stuff like this was a movie in movie theaters. How much movie? Please tell me this movie lost all the money in the world, please.
It was the first movie to make $1 billion.
Well, fucking hell. All right. Someone take a guess at the budget for this movie.
$79 million.
No.
79?
Take a serious guess, as in what you think this movie should cost.
15?
I was gonna say 15, 20 mil, like 90s.
You're spot on. 20 mil. I would have said $2 million. It was barely a fucking movie. Like,
well,
and it made 14.8.
19 million went to Rodney. So
Yeah. He was getting those Jim Carrey numbers.
This
Yeah.
is 20 million in 1992.
That's
That's $85 gajillion dollars.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, because I think originally it was supposed to shoot somewhere, but then they moved it to Colorado
It was
because of
gonna
the
shoot-
weather.
It was going to shoot in Dallas.
It was too hot for them to be outside.
Mate, I tell you what, as someone who is currently right in the middle of Texas, the last 3 days has made me want to kill myself. Like, Arizona is bad, but I don't know how Texas manages to have the dry heat and the humidity at the same time, but it does.
Yeah.
And the last,
Let me tell you, it's been raining out here for the past like week or so, on and off, and
in Arizona,
it's 110 degrees and humid.
yeah. Well, there you go.
And-
That's welcome to Texas. That's today. Yeah, I gave up on life itself, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I watched fucking Ladybugs, so
Yeah.
that's exactly the
I
same.
totally
Totally redeemed yourself.
Yeah.
Like, it's so funny. Like, you talk to people about this movie and it rose tinted glasses or hindsight, and like they just remember it fondly because they were of that age when this came out, that it was like
Yeah.
a bit of a romp. And then they have not seen it since, or because they don't do this totally rockin' podcast. and like, again, I just watching it again with fresh eyes, I'm like, fuck, this is so bad. I can't overstate how bad this movie is.
Yeah. It's not this. So if you're at home, you're wondering, not worth your time. Don't even. You've listened to this podcast. That's all you need to do.
And if you love this movie and think we're wrong, please tell us why.
Mr.
what do you-
Epstein, please tell us why. you like this movie.
What do you love about this film? It's
What's
crazy.
that chick's name? The one that's been arrested for Epstein. She's the Kimberly. What's her face? She's in prison right now. That's what That's what she has
Ghislaine
to watch every day.
Maxwell?
Yeah.
That's the one. Ghislaine.
The Wall Street financier.
Yeah. Okay. Absolute garbage. Never watched it again. However, there is another movie that I remembered through rose-tinted glasses, watching many, many times as a child, that I brought to the table, and honestly, I fucking enjoyed the shit out of it. But like, my favorite comment was like from Will going, "Is there any football in this?"
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about Escape to Victory.
I mean,
or Victory, as it's known in many, many places, but in the UK, it was known as Escape to Victory, the 1981 American sports war film, directed by John Huston, starring Sylvester Stallone, Michael Caine, Max von Sydow, Pele, and another of other very, very talented soccer players that these guys have no idea about.
nope. They could be lying about all of them being soccer players, and
I knew Pele. That was it.
Yeah, that's about it. It's
Racists. But this is like this.
Because we didn't know the Irish player.
But this is the director of Maltese Falcon, Treasure of the Sierra Madre, African Queen. Like this guy directed
Bangers.
some, like absolute bangers.
Ladybugs 2.
But this one, honestly, this is such I think it's just one of those random movies that we had it on VHS. So like I've told you guys, like I grew up very Gen X, And so we had 200 VHS tapes, and they're all recorded off television.
Sure.
You know, and it's like some of them have ads, some of them don't. And this was one of those.
I'd never
ones
even
that-
heard of this movie until
No,
you
that's
brought
why
it
it
up.
was so fun, because both of you were just like, this is a movie that exists.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Sylvester Stallone, Marco Caine, you're only supposed to play the bloody football. And it tells a story of basically how essentially for a bit of propaganda at the same time there's a bunch of POWs, think like The Great Escape. And let's also talk about that establishing shot of the entire set. That was pretty bloody impressive.
Very cool.
Actually,
Yeah.
pretty legit. That basically they try to put together it was just supposed to be a bit of a game between some of the local guards and some of the prisoners, and it quickly escalates to a team. So they're playing the national German team in Paris. And it becomes like, oh, well, there's a bunch of former players that are all allied prisoners. Maybe we can put together a bit of a game. And so, but then has the sort of like, you have the A plot, and the B plot is The Great Escape.
Mm-hmm.
And the B plot is completely run by the most fucking British human beings
Oh my
on
god.
Earth. Like, it was
They were built in a British
aggressively
lab.
British.
Yeah. The most Nigel Thornberry people you could
Dude,
ever
yeah.
fucking
Oh my
conceive
god, that's
of.
when you sent that. That's when you sent that. I was like, fucking yes, that's exactly what
It is.
these guys are.
It's the first time I felt like the British were being like racially stereotyped.
Against
Yeah.
themselves,
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
themselves. It was. They would just. It was just.
I mean,
what the fuck? Even as a British guy, I go, what the fuck did he just say?
now you know how I
Yeah.
feel watching your fucking Instagram videos. Like, what the? It's literally like he's not joking. If you've ever seen the SNL bit with Bill Hader, it's like every
Yeah.
British conversation. Like that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. Honestly, it's actually okay.
So it's a
Honestly.
nightmare when like them and Stallone are talking.
Oh
You're just
my
like,
god!
I'll just turn the movie off. Like what?
I
what are we
put
doing?
subtitles on and just said undiscernible. Like it's
Yeah.
like
God.
Yeah, an indiscernible British. It kind of reminded me of the Elephant Man from that television show, Ryan.
the
Kushti.
Year of the Rabbit. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
just
real
so
cockney.
proper. Like, but yeah, so it's so funny. So basically, Sylvester Stallone is also in this movie. Random bit of casting. Random bit of casting.
Makes no sense.
Random
Like
choice.
it's
Random
really took me out of the entire like.
so
really
much.
took me out of it.
He
Like-
doesn't seem like exactly everybody else. You can believe they're in World War II, and then Sylvester Stallone shows up. He's, hey,
This is post- this is
he's Rodney
post-Rocky,
Dangerfielding all over the place.
Ooh, I don't know if you're allowed to say that.
Jesus
But yeah, like
Christ.
because this is a few years. Rocky was 79, so this was
Yeah,
right?
this is 81.
So
Yeah.
it's a few years after. It's prior to First
First
Blood.
Blood, right? Let's look that up. I
But,
think you're
man,
right, Dave.
Yeah, I was.
First
Because
Blood
I
is
looked. It
82. Yeah.
yeah, it was like right in
Yeah.
between. Like what a weird choice to
Fucking
put him
strange.
in this movie. Except him coming off of, Rocky. I get it. Like he's a huge star from that, but he just does not fit in this movie.
It's such an odd choice for this movie. It would be like, and they would never do this, but it would be like casting Harry Styles in a World War II movie. Like it would never happen. But like, could you even
Hey,
imagine?
man, look, while that is also very funny and spot on, he does very well in Dunkirk, and shut the fuck up.
Point him out to me in that movie. You can't do it.
Impossible. Yeah.
Is
he the white one?
Listening, by the way, I said, I just texted him after talking about Ladybugs. I texted him. I go,
Bring the bottle.
bring the bottle of whiskey. I need more. I need to top myself up, or just straight up fucking top myself.
To the listener at home, Ollie has now smashed the bottle and is cutting himself just to feel something. Okay. All right.
Understandable.
This is just ridiculous. I swear to God. Yeah, this movie. It's the thing is, yeah. Even as a young boy watching this movie, I'm even gonna fix my camera. Oh, there we go. Even as a young boy watching this movie, Sylvester Stallone even took me out of it.
Yeah.
Like the reason is he is maybe the worst goalkeeper ever.
Yeah. They're
Ever.
they're doing
And I know that
they
he's
have
not
to
supposed
do a
to be a
lot of
goalkeeper.
camera. Yeah.
The
Slide tackling as a goalkeeper?
I thought I knew enough about soccer while watching this movie, but apparently I was like, is this just how soccer was played back then? I mean,
Funny enough, bringing it back to the Rocky of it all, it is kind of like when you see the old Rocky and nobody's defending, like
yeah.
defending their fate. They're just all slugging each other. You are kind of like, is this what they used to do? Nobody used to like
Have
defend
you
at
ever
all.
Like
boxed in your life?
Yeah.
It's just like this.
even like the shots of them actually doing the soccer was shot so poorly, like even like the
Interestingly, I'm actually going to disagree
okay.
because no. I know what you're saying, but fuck you. You chose Ladybugs, so I'm right. But no, but no.
A movie
What
that knew how to shoot football.
what I was gonna say is that when it actually gets into the football, the actual soccer, they are
Two and
quite
a half hours into the movie.
2.5 hours. Yeah, 4 hours into the movie when we finally get the 15 minutes of soccer, they are quite clearly actually just letting these guys play. And
Yeah.
this is Pele, Bobby Moore. So he was part of the
Yeah.
England team that won in '66. Ozzy Ardiles from Argentina, and like all like Mike Summersby. All these games, like when I was watching this with my dad when I was a kid, Dad's going, "That's
That's
Pele,
yeah.
that's Bobby Moore." These are like the guys he grew up with. And so
Sure.
if this movie was made today, and you've got Brad Pitt and or whoever the fuck are in there, like in goal, you've got Ronaldo and Messi and Beckham. It's like these
Right.
guys were
Right.
absolute fucking legends
Yeah, I
of
agree.
football. And so putting this in situation, so Pele was very much involved in like choreographing
He
the
did all
actual
the plays,
soccer.
yeah.
But there was
Yeah.
moments like, there was another movie that I joked about maybe we should do was this British prison movie. It was the remake of Mean Machine. It was the one that was called. But like
Ah.
when you're watching the football, it never felt like actual football. And we've
Mhm.
talked about this before when we did American football on the show. Is American football is very cinematic. You can
Yeah.
set up a
Right.
moment, you can set up a play, you can set up a tackle, and it's like it's one of those things that you just like, oh wow, it's so much harder to do it when you're
Definitely.
playing soccer. And a
Right.
perfect example is exactly like how I've been talking to everybody. I don't watch football, soccer, right? I don't. I watch the World Cup. I will watch it for 2 weeks every 4 years because
Mhm.
what we get is the best in
Best
the
of the best.
world
Yeah.
coming and playing. So when you're watching it, you're like, holy shit, this is incredible. And then you can watch other soccer and it's boring as hell. And that's
Mhm.
Mhm.
kind of what happens in film. And while I know what you're saying, Ryan, about it's definitely not being shot like Any Given Sunday. It's definitely not being shot like in beautiful or slow. Like there's a
I don't
couple
even necessarily
slow-mo
mean
moments like
like
Ozzy
that.
Ardiles doing the flick and Pele.
Yeah.
But actually, when they were playing at full speed, and they
Yeah.
were like the goals that they were scoring were quite legit. However, I digress. Ryan, make your point. I interrupted.
Oh no, I just think
Fuck
I totally
Ladybugs.
get that. I totally get that, and I appreciate that, like how difficult it is to shoot actual, especially back then, and again, especially coming off of watching, broadcast World Cup football.
Yeah.
Whereas this just felt like some of the shots were maybe a little too far away or a little too close up. It was just a little, and I understand that the game that they're playing at the very end is like really fucking brutal, but it was almost comical to a point where it's just everyone is slide tackling each other, and it was like,
Did you
if,
watch Argentina play at all in this World
yeah,
Cup?
but I mean,
Yeah.
it was just like over and over and over
That
again.
place where
But
all the Nazis went to after World War II. Where do you
wait,
think
the
they
World
learned how
Cup
to
is
do
a
it,
sequel
guys?
to this movie? Wow.
Now it all makes
Oh,
sense. I mean,
right.
kind of bringing it back to funny enough to like how Ladybugs is a real late stage Rodney Dangerfield, like way past his prime. This movie, John Huston, you can tell is like he's at the end of his career as a filmmaker. Like
Yeah.
it's a really old style filmmaker trying to shoot action sports, and
It
it's
did feel
just
like a 70s kind of movie. Yeah.
yeah, it just doesn't.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things that just aren't jiving together.
Yeah. Like if this movie was shot and made by Tony Scott in the 80s, we'd be having a different
Bring
conversation.
it
There
on.
we
Oh
go.
my God. That would be incredible. I'm actually I'm currently scrolling back. So
He's so bored talking about this movie. He's
no,
just,
because this is one of those ones like because usually I take notes for my movies, which I did for the other two, but in this particular case, we
You're just
were
reading our text thread.
exactly. I'm scrolling
Oh, we
back
had some.
through our
We had
text
some good
thread.
ones.
Oh yeah, it was so much so that I'm like, I always whenever we do that, I always wrestle with having the conversation with you guys, but also trying to pay attention to the movie at the same time.
Yeah,
And I really did, I really did want to like this movie, and for the most part, I did. But it was just again like the Stallone taking me out of it. Like I love the plot, I love the idea of the movie. Once we kind of revealed that it felt very like top secret, like but serious. That's when I was like,
Yeah.
I can't take this movie at face value anymore.
Well, it was like we were actually. I'm reading we were on fire on our text thread.
Yeah.
By the way,
A lot of these you can't read.
But it's like so we get the bit like so Michael Caine, he's a former player and he's looking after, and so he's given the opportunity from Max von Sydow, who is also like that guy can just be in any movie.
Yeah.
I think he's maybe just one of those
So good.
purely iconic.
Maximum von Sydow.
Yes, absolutely,
Yes.
maximum. And then so we get that sort of bit where he's got to build a team. You want it to be a real. I got to have the Polish soldiers as well. And it's like, and then he's like, oh, well, draw up a list. And it's like, oh, and then I just texted, oh, Schindler's List was based on this movie. And it was just like, oh no, here we go. And it just, at this point, it was, Stallone improv. Remember that
Ooh.
part?
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
There was a scene where he's off Rocky, he's got his Oscar, and there's a scene where he's just going around the room with all these
He
actors.
announces he's going to be
he's riffing.
he's the like not the he's the
He's one of the
like the medic?
escape artists.
no, but he basically puts himself
Oh, as
on
a
this
trainer.
team.
the
Yeah,
trainer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
so
like, you
there's-
come to me with anything, back teen, athletes. Like it's just that's so
Oh
fucking
God,
bad.
I hated it. It's like,
Yeah.
I could tap it up. You only needed a band-aid. Maybe you can look up you got a temperature.
Much like he forced his way into this movie.
Yeah.
I assume
Yeah,
it's like he forced
100%.
his way onto this team, and they're like, I mean, he's either got an Oscar or a learning disability. There's no way to tell the difference.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like
Have you seen the trailer for that new movie, by the way? The Stallone one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
I
it
Play
looks,
Rocky.
Yeah, looks just like Rocky
It
again.
looks exactly like
Yeah.
Rocky.
What are we doing?
I don't even know who was. I honestly feel like one of you guys, or it was
He-
on the old Right This Minute thread, but it was like I can't wait for the movie about this actor playing like Sylvester Stallone in this movie, the biopic of the guy playing Stallone in the biopic Rocky movie.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna happen in 20 years time.
I play the guy who
I
plays
played the guy who played Rocky. It's like I know who I am. I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. It's just like-
starring Robert Downey Jr. as
I mean, I will say he nailed the voice
in
in watching
blackface.
watching that.
yeah.
He nailed the voice in watching that trailer. I'm like, it's not. I mean,
No,
okay,
he's good.
but it doesn't need to exist. Like,
I
like,
couldn't give a shit about that movie.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
gonna watch it though.
yeah.
Let's be honest, for free on YouTube in
But
3
yeah.
years for the podcast.
yeah.
Oh
But
my
like-
god.
But like Stallone, there's nothing worse than his sense of humor. Like if you watch
not
any of those Expendables movies, like anytime he tries to write like witty dialogue between the guys, it's always like the worst, most stilted, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas came early. Oh, my name's Christmas, today. And you're like,
Ugh,
what's the
God.
joke? Shut up.
I mean, you get bits of it in like Demolition Man. That's the only thing that like comes to mind where he's kind of funny, but that's just because he's
He
surrounded
didn't
by
write
funnier
that
people.
one, right?
No,
He
right.
didn't
No.
write- That's why that
No.
Demolition Man's good.
But he did in fact freeze himself for that movie.
And you can still buy that table.
Is it still for
every
sale?
time? Every
Mate,
time it pops
honestly,
up.
guys, as soon as this podcast actually becomes famous and successful, that's the first thing we're buying.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to make that in my bed.
I'm just kidding. I've seen the dummy like outside of the ice cube. I'm like, can I just use this in like the carpool lane? Like, what?
Does
Just
the mouth
slow.
work?
Yeah.
Ryan's favorite question.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, alternate movie title Goy Soldiers. That was funny. Well done, Ryan. Will, I heard Will Wheaton dies in this one too.
Holy shit, I forgot Goy Soldiers.
Goy Soldiers.
So this movie is basically the great. Sorry, this is such a silly episode. This whole movie is basically the Great Escape for an hour and 40 minutes.
It
And
was
then
the okay escape.
Yeah.
It was fine.
All right, Ryan, write that down. That's redesign the poster.
No.
Yeah, I was
The
gonna say
okay
that's the
escape. No,
poster.
that's it. That's
The
it.
okay
You have to do
escape.
anything.
Just Stallone going like, meh.
No.
The okay escape. That's you son of a bitch. It's like,
I already made the Ladybugs poster.
dude. Yeah, I'm sorry. Try to stop being so fucking hilarious.
Oh. Oh my god.
Oh my god! I just found your Alf shirt that you made on the text thread, by the way, which was it would be much better if Alf was in this. And then it's. Did you design this shirt, Ryan?
No. That was
Okay.
no. I remember because I'm like, whoa, wait, what? No, that was. Oh, what? How did we even get to there? It was like,
That's your text message that derailed us, my friend.
oh my god. I know it was about eating pussy, but I forget. Like, what Alf. Oh, it was like Alf shows up and he's like, hey, where's all the pussy?
Yeah. Classic Alf phrase.
Yeah.
Oh, classic. Oh my god! And then Will was like, "That's gonna be my Hinge profile."
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's been like listen, nonstop since. Let me
I
tell
had
you.
to ban him from getting so many matches.
Yeah.
I can't even pull up my phone to do that because I thought about like just taking that conversation and putting it into ChatGPT and having it write us like a song.
So the reason for this soccer match, okay, the reason that we were able to blend A and B plot together is that a big part of if you are a prisoner of war, you are still a soldier. And it's really weird actually that it's
I didn't understand that.
So, but this is the thing, okay? So, Geneva Convention is you are locked up, but you can't be tortured, all this kind of stuff. You need to be given certain amount of access to showers, access to food. And the reason is because the Allies have their own prisoners of war. They look after their prisoners of war, you look after yours, and it's kind of like the gentleman's agreement of war. But part of that gentleman's agreement is you are honor bound in a way to try and escape. And it's kind of the game we all agree on. Now, of course, if you've ever seen The Great Escape is based off a true story. And it doesn't have a happy ending. The Brits... So, like, I was watching Masters of the Air, Apple TV. Great show. It's like the band of brothers about, like, the B-17 black guys. They end up in the same place. And while the main characters from that show are there, the Brits escape. And they, like, 100 and something guys escape. These guys built... Tom, Dick, and Harry, the 3 things, 3 tunnels, took them months, they escape. They all get captured, most of them, and then they all get fucking lined up and shot. Which is like...
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert, again, doesn't end well.
Why don't they just start a soccer team?
That's right. So
Are they dumb?
But so like, because you guys were asking about that, but that's kind of this weird thing is that part of your job as a soldier once you are captured is to disrupt the system. And part of that disruption is escape. Now, the escape might come at the cost of your life. But then you notice how, like, say, for example, there's a part in the movie where Sylvester Stallone has his escape plan. He escapes. He gets more information. He's able to pass information from the British to French resistance, but he has to get that information back. So he has to get recaptured. And it's kind of like when you watch The Great Escape, same kind of thing happens with Steve.
I was curious about that because they capture him and they just like let him off. Like they're like.
So the thing is, okay,
3 strike rule.
If you surrender, okay, part of the Geneva Convention is now they are a prisoner of war, and once you are a prisoner of war, you have certain rights instead of just executing that person on the spot. Right? It's so bizarre that as a culture and as human beings and everything that we have literally rules for war, and everyone can just choose to or not choose to bloody follow them.
Had.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And so that's why that sort of element, that
Okay.
part of the story, that part of the movie is actually very true and
Well, because
very
the
realistic.
movie opens with a failed escape attempt
Yes,
of
it
some guy
does
getting fucking.
very
I mean, that
much.
was really like again like this movie it looks really good. I love like the idea of it, but it just did. And again, maybe part of that was
It
because
took
we
way too
were.
fucking long to get to the
Yeah,
game.
but I think too because we were joking through it like over text message, I wasn't as like engaged with the movie as I'd normally be compared to a Ladybugs. Like
I
that
think
because that movie's all jokes instead of us trying to make some jokes, you know?
you're right. Yeah.
Hey, you
You're
wait.
talking about Escape to Victory, right? That movie's all
Yeah.
jokes. Yeah.
No, but honestly, like it's so. I mean, honestly, I think Ryan, I think you texted it, but it's like this movie is so Ollie coded, and it is.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
like I don't. I mean, I grew up. I've been a dad movie guy since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I just loved World War II
I did,
documentaries,
to be
everything.
clear, I didn't mean that as a negative.
No, no, no. I get it. I get it. It's like this movie is not a bad movie. It's a slower movie. It's a World War II movie. The
Mhm.
biggest problem with this movie is Sylvester Stallone
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
in
Yeah.
every single way.
But if
I
it
think
was
you were
Arnold
saying, Ryan,
Schwarzenegger,
you were like, yeah, you said that, but you were saying, I feel like if I squint enough, it can be Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell, yeah. I know we
Yeah.
always say that, yeah.
But
But
I
it
think he would
always
have been
works.
better.
Or Dolly Parton.
There
Yes.
we go.
I do believe there
Yes.
was a Rhinestone 3 joke in there somewhere, by the way. That
Yeah,
was
I
Will.
like
skipped right by Stone
Was it like
too.
the third Reichstone? Was that
Rhinestone 3, this time there's Nazis.
Yeah.
Brian, that was very
Well.
good though. You get to win that one. That was very, very
The
funny.
Third Reich Stone.
But the
Fuck
thing is,
you.
okay, now this is this is the part though.
You say that, but the musical numbers. Wow.
You have got so many posters to make.
Fuck.
No.
God.
Now, so Ryan, during the movie, you asked, "Is this based off a true story?" Didn't have an answer for you. Now, there is a very famous World War One story about during like the Allies and the Germans coming out and having a soccer game in the middle of the Somme. So this is interesting and also kind of a bummer. Welcome to the
no.
reality. The movie was inspired by an actual series of games in Kiev during the German occupation of the city. Several members of Dynamo Kiev, which is a pretty big football team even now, probably not during the war. The top football team in Ukraine found work in a bakery. They formed a football team with other employees. They began playing in a new league against teams supported by the Ukrainian puppet government and German military. After they beat a team from the local German Air Force base, the league was disbanded and several of the team members were arrested and 4 were executed. Yay! So
So only slightly funnier than Ladybug.
it's just oh
Oof.
my god, Will's going to hell. But you're worth it, worth it, worth it. That was funny.
Yep.
So yeah, so the thing is like, I was waiting for the moment. Okay, so look, spoiler alert, but honestly, look, guys, it's a prison break movie. They break the prison. But the whole point is that they've talked to the French resistance and they've made this plan about how at halftime they're all going to escape. So it's about like it's a big propaganda thing for the Germans. We're going to bring the German national team. We're going to absolutely fucking hammer the Allies, and it's just like even like Michael Caine and the guys are getting like, guys, this is like the UK. They're not going to go for the government's not going to go for this. You're looking like collaborators. You're helping. And so there's this plan is that at halftime, the French resistance are going to dig a tunnel, which they have underneath the changing rooms, and they're going to escape through the showers. So it's all good. We're halfway through the war. We're losing 4-1. And it's like halftime, we're in the tunnels, and then the guys go, I think we can win this. It's a bunch of football
One
players.
person says that as they're escaping. I was like, what are you doing?
And at this point, the text thread explodes of Will and Ryan going, what the fuck?
What?
What the hell? What's going on? And I'm just like, what? I'm just looking at my phone laughing. It's like, because it's a football movie, guys. It's not a war movie. It's a football movie.
Is it though?
That my brain was melting at that point.
It's just, you're just like, guys, it's literally just a fucking game. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
However, that being
You
said,
just spent like 90 minutes planning this.
yes, that being said, boys, how do you feel about how the movie ends?
Don't remember.
where they
Rodney Dangerfield comes in and he's like, "Hey, yo,
Hey.
all of you, hey, oi."
they escape not to victory but to a draw. The movie's title is wrong. It's escape to tie.
I appreciate like
Will.
that they go back, they play the game.
Fuck you. That's so no. I've never even seen the irony of that. Oh my god, Will, you're so correct.
You were looking at
fucked up the movie.
Draw.
You were looking at the fucking score? Jesus.
Dude, that is Will. You've ruined the movie for me.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. Because that was the
because it
thought
comes
I
down
had.
to
Is
a-
I was like, what are you doing? No,
It's
somebody has
4-4.
to score another goal.
Yeah, well,
what
it came
are we
down
doing?
to a penalty kick, right?
No, it's
Right,
4-4.
yeah.
It's just like 4-4.
No,
It's
but it was
Pele does
this-
a fucking bicycle kick. With
No,
a broken,
wasn't it?
with a
Didn't it
broken
end
thing.
with the penalty kick with Stallone in goal? Wasn't
Oh,
that
and he
not the
saves
last
it.
play?
Yeah. Oh, that's the other
Because he
thing.
has the showdown with the.
Look, what is wrong with Sylvester Stallone? And I mean this in the nicest possible way, but like the guy cannot move like a normal human
Yeah.
when he's celebrating. So he saves the goal, and then all of his muscles in his body fire in a very peculiar way as he kind of jumps up and down a little bit, and then kind of moves his arms and bounces his head. And again, as a young child watching this movie and growing older, I'm watching that scene always going, what the fuck is wrong with that guy?
Do you think?
I need another bottle of whiskey. Oh, you broke my brain.
You were talking about the Stallone. Of course, I'm going to say the word.
Jesus Christ. Circle the word. Underline 3 times. Edit that tomorrow.
Oh.
And cancel Ryan from
If-
show.
If you want to hear what Ryan said, you got to subscribe to our
Yeah, go to
Patreon.
the Patreon. And like I said, subscribe to InfoWars. Anyways, this movie, honestly, the thing is, for me, watching this movie was a fun bit of nostalgia. I grew up with this movie. It's one of my VHS movies. It was, honestly, I remembered all of the soccer, none of the World War II.
Was that part missing from your VHS?
No, see, actually, okay, thank you, Ryan. That's exactly where I was going. To the point that I was going, is this one of those movies that started recording late? Because you sometimes have that on your VHS that, you missed the first 15 minutes. And it's like, well, I had just watch it. Fucking who cares? It's like it's better than watching whatever's on Channel 2 on that particular day. But at the same time, like it's a very me movie, and I honestly I didn't think you guys were liking it at all, but it didn't.
we
bother me.
we were talking about
no,
the-
it's fine.
No,
Like-
no, it's very
Yeah.
We were talking about the comparison to I forget the Burt Reynolds movie that they remade, not the replacements. The
The longest yard.
that's
Longest
one.
Yard, yeah.
Very very similar. Did they play the guards in that
Yes.
movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's pretty much. Well, when did that come? Was that in the 70s?
Yes, late 70s, I think, and then they remade it again with Adam
Right.
Sandler, and then they
I remember
remade
that.
the British one was Mean Machine.
Oh,
With Vinnie Jones, which we almost did. But
wait.
no,
Oh,
Mean-
right,
Mean
right.
Machine is a remake of Victory or the long. Okay.
Longest Yard.
Okay.
Mean Machine is the soccer version of Longest Yard, just in a British prison.
So if
playing
they
the cards.
decide to remake Escape to Victory, but what if one of the players is dressed like a girl?
Exactly.
Oh.
And what if Rodney Dangerfield was Hitler? That's it.
We did have some good like one-liners had Hitler been in the audience of this. It's in a Shaolin soccer style like fireball kick. You just Stallone going, hey, Hitler.
Here we go. I'm trying to find it. Here we go.
I got it. I rember it.
You were doing some pretty good GIF work, actually.
Yeah.
With Hitler.
I was waiting for it to cut to Adolf Giffler. Sure. But it was, hey, Hitler, you're relegated. And he just kicks a fireball through his chest.
Yeah.
Like,
there was the bit where Will's so we were all watching the movie at the same time. Will's particular stream started chunking, and when we paused it, it was just straight up on everybody.
no.
Oh, yeah.
We're like, no, this is the worst.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Everything
like,
is bad.
Oh, I was really hoping nobody walked past my window downstairs. Like, just big flag. Like, not since the Rutger Hauer made-for-TV movie, the alternate
Oh
timeline
yeah,
related. And I was like,
the
oh boy, who's making these?
I do like that you said, I really hope nobody walks past my window. And I said, that's where you pause? And you go, no, no, that's just my wallpaper. Oh, by the way, another part of this movie that I did enjoy is you've got the super Nazi, with the brightest blue eyes, wearing his full-on Nazi
The
uniform,
announcer.
who's doing commentary in clipped British. It's brilliant. Like, but that in
Yeah.
itself, again, that's actually kind of true. That's the way propaganda in World War II works. The way it did in Japan, the way it did it in, like, you had Radio Tokyo, you had all these kind of things that you would have people on both sides broadcasting radio into the opposing area, and you're doing it so it's like so the guy just sounds super clipped. Oh, it's a goal from the English. Oh, British.
It
Oh,
was
well
like
done.
watching a fucking like, Indiana Jones villain. Like
Yes, he
just
looks.
true color
Oh, he
commentary.
looks exactly. He's
Yeah.
like in the same way. You know what it is? Oh, that Jude Law sniper movie, Enemy of the Gates, and
Yes.
Ed Harris
Yes,
is
yes,
playing the
yes.
Nazi with his bright blue, bloody cold eyes. That guy and Ed Harris could be like that. Those characters, honestly, it's in the
Yeah.
same universe. By the way, there you go. That's how it worked. Oh my god, this movie. Look, I like this movie.
I
The
do too.
sucker when it get onto
No,
it,
I think it's fine. Yeah.
It's
I
like,
never want to watch it again, but
yeah, no, it's more like one of those things. However, and Ryan has mentioned it a couple of times, so let's jump on that. On that segue is, I loved this week because I got to watch Shaolin Soccer for the second time in my
What?
entire life.
oh, this week? Jesus.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
you were
sorry.
busy.
Yeah, I've been real fucking busy, but I watched 3 movies in 2 days finally when I was able to sit down and watch movies. But Shaolin Soccer, let's talk Shaolin Soccer, because that I remember when that came out, and it was one of those movies that just like everyone was talking about.
How did you? I'm curious how you, because I do not remember how I heard about it. I'm curious how you guys heard about it.
So hang on, let me look up the year. Shaolin Soccer,
2001,
2001, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So I was in Hong Kong. I just come back from Hong Kong. I was in college, but I was bouncing backwards and forwards.
I don't think I saw it in 2001. I probably wasn't.
I did. I saw it around the time that it came out, and it was just this movie that everyone was talking about.
Mm.
And that's why then, when Kung Fu Hustle came out a couple of years later, because it was just everyone was like, who the fuck is Stephen Chow?
Who? Yeah.
How the fuck is
Yeah.
Stephen Chow? What the fuck is Stephen Chow? This is insane.
Right.
And I was wondering, because like I think Ryan, like we were talking about like last episode about the reason we chose it is because Shaolin Soccer had been popping up on so much on Threads and on Twitter and all these kind of places
Yeah.
because the World Cup was in. And so people were using it greatly. They were making memes out of it.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh man, yeah, that's right. That came out like 24 years ago. I was like, is this movie gonna hold up? Hold up. This movie's a fucking stone cold classic.
I will say the only thing that doesn't hold up is some of the special effects, which are very 2001.
Agree. I'm gonna strong disagree. Granted, yes, they are 2001, right? Absolutely. But this is a 2001 like
On a budget,
Hong
like
Kong
this
movie.
is yeah, exactly. This is like
And I'm
post the
looking at
Matrix, where they're
what the
doing this
ball is
magical
doing.
shit. Yeah,
And
it's still very, very good.
I was sitting there watching, going, when's it gonna look like? It's special effects, right? But when's it gonna? Oh, there's a line around it, or you didn't match that, or clearly they didn't have enough time.
When they're
There was-
animating like full body humans, that's the only part that I was like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Here you go. You're right. The ragdoll sometimes of those guys.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it actually even played into the comedy of it.
Yeah, I agree.
This was
This movie is
for
a
me,
cartoon.
Yeah, it's a very
Ricky-
Looney
yeah,
Tunes movie.
Ricky
Yeah, oh,
O and Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So okay, look, I have tried to. I've completely jumped in and led the conversation by me talking about. Did you guys actually like this movie? Like Ryan, well, give me, because for me, I honestly, I fucking loved it, and I loved this movie. It was so weird.
I mean,
I
I
love
loved this movie so much back then, and again have not seen it in well over 20 years. It was always a movie I would show to people, but watching it now, I was like, it didn't quite hit the same for
Oh
me.
my god, no way.
I still like enjoyed it. There's parts that I absolutely love. I more so love like the comedy aspect of
I
it
was
more so
laughing out
than
loud.
like
I was
Yeah,
laughing
because
out
it
loud.
really is like it's like a live action manga. Like it
Yes,
really
exactly. Like
is
Ricky O. That's what I
cartoon.
mean.
Yeah.
It's like it's Ricky
yeah,
O and Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
It's still really funny. And I because of the type of movie it is, I don't really care that the visual effects don't look great
sure.
in certain because I'm just like that's not why I'm watching this movie. But I will say for me, I loved it when it came out. Yeah, because this came out when I was at high school, and I loved it. I thought it was great. Watching it now, and I think this is my feeling is it's just on me because the past couple weeks have been like really rough. So I've had to watch this in like chunks,
Mm.
and so like 20-30 minute chunks at a time. Just like okay, watch it. All right, I have to leave the
Yeah.
house, and so it's really kind of broke up the movie for me. So I didn't quite get into the flow of it like I wanted to. But it's still many times I'm laughing out loud,
Hmm.
and like because the comedy is so broad, it's so dumb that it's right up my
Yeah.
alley. It's like just
Stephen,
Team
And
Evil.
it's very Edgar
Like,
Wright too.
Team
Like a
Evil.
lot of
No,
like
no.
yeah.
Thank you, Ryan.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it's so Edgar Wrighty.
and I only like clocked that on this watch. Like in the very beginning when Golden Leg meets the coach and he goes
Mhm.
through this whole montage and it cuts back to the coach and he's still wearing the makeup and prosthetics
Yeah.
from the previous scene and he just like takes
Yeah.
them off.
Yeah. Oh, that
Just
was
so like
so funny.
unimpressed. Like
That was a
there's a
great.
lot of like really cool stylistic choices that Stephen Chow made during this. I will say like this is the first time I've seen this edit of the movie because
Now,
the one I'd
okay, you mentioned that. Tell me about that because
so
my memory of the movie it matched. However, it's been 2 decades. So
right,
tell
and
me about what you're saying.
I think the version when I looked this up, there were so many versions out there. This movie has been edited for content, for violence, for you know, like international distribution. So I think the version that I had seen many years ago, it definitely wasn't almost 2 hours long.
That was
So a lot of,
surprising to me. I felt
so
like this movie was
there
longer
was
than I
I like
remember.
there were just certain things that I clocked. I'm like, I don't remember this I remember this scene, but I don't remember it being this long. Like when the team is all together outside of the girl who's making the bread,
Mhm.
Yeah.
that scene, like the relationship Stephen Chow's character has with her is more of a friend and a teammate instead of like a romantic interest at first, which was like tripping me out. And then there's like a musical number. Like
Oh,
there
I
was just
love
a
that
lot
bit.
of like extra stuff. So I felt like to me,
There.
the pacing felt a little
So
stretched. Go ahead.
yeah, so if you the version that we all watched is the one like close to 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because I had to bounce around so much watching this, it's also on Tubi, and so sometimes I'd have to like go to the Tubi version, and I'd be backed up like okay, I'm like 5 minutes back, I'll just start from here, and I was noticing I'm like wait, something got cut, like some, and it
Yeah.
was mostly the stuff with the female lead
Yeah.
in it, like a lot of her stuff
I
got
think
cut.
there's stuff too when the coach like he goes to Golden Leg's like apartment. Like I'm like, I don't remember
Yeah,
this. Like there's
Mhm.
just I think it was
I think the
just edited
international cut
down.
is 90 minutes, and then
It's
the
yeah,
original cut is almost 2 hours.
yeah, for sure. And
Ooh, you know, I think you're
I
right.
felt that. Like
Yeah.
You know, okay, that's interesting. I will say, I don't care.
no, it doesn't make it
I
any
No,
worse. It
oh
was
yeah,
just
yeah.
caught me
fuck
off
out of it.
guard. Like I was
It
like,
was
huh.
just
Yeah.
Stephen Chow. Stephen Chow, he's so funny. I
Yeah.
remember like so
Mhm.
going into this movie, like it was so like when we get his character introduction and he's doing like the splits and his kung fu, his martial arts are fantastic.
Mhm.
And some of
Mhm.
the like the stunts that he's doing, but what he has is he's so silly. It's
Mhm.
Yeah,
just so
he's more of a
silly.
Buster Keaton than Jackie
Yes,
Chan
that's
is
Yeah.
exactly
in that
like
sense.
Yeah.
he's of that ilk. And but like Jackie Chan has always got the kind of like he's doing the kind of like the more of the Buster Keaton-esque, right? So he's
Mhm.
doing more of the stunt stuff, right?
Practical in camera.
And then
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
also like the comedy of the situation.
Mhm.
Whereas like he's doing almost like Stephen Chow is
He's like a comedy writer that also
but
does.
he's
Yeah.
also Mr. Beaning it in a way. But it's
Mhm.
there
Mhm.
are little looks, but exactly the Edgar writing. Like, when you said you spot it, and that's why I say
Yeah.
Ricky O because when we were talking Ricky
Right.
O, we're talking like
Mhm.
Edgar Wright loves this
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
Shaolin Soccer is such a surprise for how silly it is. It's
Yeah.
just
But
Just
there's still a ton of heart to it too.
so much.
Yeah.
No, that's what I mean. Is like that's why honestly I finished this movie and I'm like, I want to watch Kung Fu Hustle.
When he's got to put together the team and he's got to go
Yeah.
through all of his they're his brothers, but they're
Yeah.
not
The
his
brothers of Shaolin, right? The
Yeah.
Right.
guys that
Okay.
train
And
together.
they each have their own
Brilliant
quirky thing.
thing.
Like the
They all
goalie
have
is
their thing.
Bruce Lee
I
impersonator.
love it.
That
He's
guy,
Guy
great.
who's
he's my
just
favorite.
it's
Great.
gold. He's golden leg. His main brother is he's just got he can be smashed on the head a bunch.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
other
Yeah.
guy's
exactly.
got the-
Iron Head. Yeah, you know.
I,
it's
got
I,
got
the
lo-
all
I
the-
love the
stomach.
little like gunslinger, like he's got like a belt full of bottles to just smash.
That was
the-
so
that was
fucking
great.
funny.
It's
Every time you
so
come
many
back
good
and he
visual
goes,
gags.
yeah, I'm just gonna do it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Just bloody like the the egg cracking scene.
Oh my god.
That
I died.
Did you guys show in the version that I had, the version I had seen, there was like outtakes at the very end.
Yes.
There weren't very many of them, but
Yes, but the
that
egg one
poor
was
guy
fucking
getting
funny.
fucking egg after
Egg
egg,
in
literally
his
trying to
face.
throw the egg in his mouth.
And just
Yeah.
nope, missed it. No, try again. Try again.
Just-
Try again. Brilliant.
and just the way that scene is edited too. Like every time he like the goes down and he's like going like mouth to
Oh.
mouth. I love the cut to like the hand grabbing the grass.
Yeah, the
every
grass.
And
Like,
then the feet tensing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that got me every single time they
it's
did.
very,
And they
very
did
funny.
it back to back twice.
Yeah.
It was funny both times.
The training
Yeah, yeah.
montage was great. Like, because these guys they played soccer when they were kids, but they have no idea what the fuck they're doing.
Mhm.
But the bit where that always sticks out in my memory is when he sets up the wall for Stephen Chow's character, and you just see it cuts to the Jurassic Park water cup.
Brilliant.
The-
And that's
Yeah.
I remember that from the trailer.
yeah.
The trailer,
Mhm.
honestly, it had that.
That
moment.
shit still looked really
It's so good. And could I say,
Yeah.
Stephen Chow with his kicks and like the animators, they were working. I'm sitting there, I'm looking at the ball, trying to go, what? Like, okay, it's gonna look.
good. It's got
fake.
weight to it. Yeah.
No, it does. It's great animation. Great
Conversely,
animation.
the part where he's playing
Lighting.
like hacky sack with the egg, I'm like, this doesn't quite work as well.
Little bit, but it's still good.
Eh, still cool. Like
I'm
again,
with Will.
nothing
It was still good.
nothing I'm saying is bad. It's just time a long time has passed, so I'm now way more aware of that.
Yeah, cool.
Mhm.
It's 24 years ago and it was $10 million and it was made in Hong Kong. I'm still like, no,
It's
man,
amazing.
this movie's
Yeah.
fucking great. And like
Yeah.
that bit, the bit that's what got everybody like this trailer. I remember it. Like it
Yeah.
was just going around. It's a little bit in the same way that
Maybe that's how
RRR
I'd
was
seen
just
it,
one of those
yeah.
things like, oh, it doesn't matter. You got to watch this fucking movie. Because it was the kadoosh. You had the close up of the thing, the shaking thing, and then it's like you cut to this guy doing Shaolin Kung
It was
Fu.
almost cut like a Jurassic
Taking-
Park trailer.
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Is it right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah,
And it was, oh man, it's just the thing is,
it's still. I mean, I forget too.
loved this
Like
movie. I
this,
loved it.
the cold open of this is the coach with his opponent, and that actor
guy
literally
with-
he just recently passed away.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
mate. Oh my god, that's
Unfortunately.
right. You literally
Yeah.
sent that to us.
It was
last
crazy that we just happened to be doing. It. I was like, God damn it!
week. Every time we do this,
It's like that scene too. I don't really remember like it being right there in the front of the film or being nearly as long. It's
Was
like
it
black and white.
as well?
It was black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you
Where he
this
gets
much.
his
One of my
leg
first
broken.
notes was we
But the
established
the
we
visual
established the stakes in
transition
5
too.
minutes.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
established that in 5 minutes. This guy, that guy, what they did, broke this guy's leg. Now we're in the future. He's being a dick. Let's put a team together. I was like,
But there's the scene of him walking and like it's him
Yeah.
in the past and into the future. I'm like,
Brilliant.
such amazing stuff was happening in this.
yeah,
Yeah.
like Stephen Chow is a guy that, like, yeah, you know what, Ryan, you were just saying it, but like we were talking about with Jackie Chan, is that I think what Stephen Chow is very good at is he's great at the timing, he's great at the choreography, and he's great at the comedy, but he also seems to understand special effects.
Mm.
Sorry, visual effects. Let
Visual
me say
effects,
that
yeah.
correctly. But visual effects is he, whereas Jackie Chan it's all in camera. It's
Right.
Mhm.
all real. It's a real thing, and that's why he's a genius too. And I was like, I've just got, I'm so
it's also
happy I got to watch this movie again. Basically, it made my week.
I was thinking of this too, but like it's not just the special effects, it's that in conjunction with all of the practical wire stuff he's doing too that he really
Yeah.
really nailed in Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah,
A movie
Yeah.
which I love,
Funny.
except for the frog guy at the end. I was like, I don't That,
I
that
don't
I
get it.
remember like being weird, but I love that movie. But like he's got such great. It's a shame. Like after that, he didn't really do a
He had
ton. That
ID9, which was kind of like an
yeah,
ET kind of like, but
didn't
Yeah.
he had his whole
really
thing
take
in China.
off.
Like I said,
Yeah,
it just we had
Yeah, he's
Shaolin
still
Soccer. He got his Hollywood movie, and then he
yeah,
went back to Hong Kong, China.
yeah, he still has got a pretty decent filmography in China, Hong Kong. But nothing that hit the heights that like
no,
Shaolin Soccer or Kung Fu Hustle did. But in terms of like the approach, he's a little more Chuck Jones as opposed to Jackie Chan, who's a little bit more Buster Keaton.
right.
Two different styles of martial arts comedy, but I think that they work really well. I will say the one at the time, because I was that annoying kid where like in high school I had seen all the Hong Kong action movies.
Yeah,
And
mate, that's the
so
whole way I grew up too.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I was like into the scene. When this movie came out, it was like the one time everyone at my school was like talking about a martial arts movie. And so I did have a little bit of like, you guys don't know what you're like, it's good,
Yeah,
but guys, the hard
yeah.
boiled,
It's
the
a good
killer,
story.
like, come on,
yeah.
guys,
Mate,
like,
Hardboiled and the Killer. Oh,
yeah,
Gen Y cops, sure,
Gen
sure.
Y cops.
I almost said Gen Z cops.
That's the sequel.
Yeah.
Ollie's gonna
you're
pick the
not wrong.
bullet out of his head. His eyes are gonna
Oh my
open.
God.
Where's Paul Rudd?
Fuck you, Ant-Man.
I've got a soccer game to escape to or from. I don't remember.
Ah, my God. Yeah, the thing is, like the way that the movie just takes the fantastical element
Mhm.
and then just brings it in,
Yeah.
and he honestly, I like credit where credit's due, brings it in a way that by the time we get to that final game, when it starts looking like almost like Pokemon, it starts looking like Avatar: The Last Airbender, it starts looking like anime, manga, all of that kind of stuff. It's been kind of earned in a way
Mhm.
that, like, the first understanding we see, and like he's just Stephen Chow. I'm watching him in his native language. I'm reading the subtitles, and I'm still getting his comedic timing.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
he's great. His facial action, like,
Exactly, and it's
it's
like,
great.
never mind. He'll just change.
Yeah,
He's so physical,
really good, really good.
but he
Yeah.
kicks the can,
Yeah,
into the distance. Ding.
even the
And then
coach's
10 minutes
reaction where he's
later,
just like,
it's like, what
"Ugh."
the- and like,
Yeah.
and like you said, that whole like imaginary scene where he takes off the beard and the thing, and right,
Yeah,
and then suddenly he sees the can, and he pulls it out, and the wall disintegrates, and then we
and he's
see
there. How did he make it over?
who fucking
Doesn't
cares?
matter. Doesn't
And
matter.
like, and then we have that fight where I won't use kung fu against you, but I will use soccer, and then so now it's earned, and then we build the team, and they suck. And then it was so funny, that bit where we're going up against the other team, and he drops like, "Oh, it's a wrench. Oh,
Yeah.
no, we
Yeah.
just need that. Oh, it's a hammer. Oh, no, don't worry." It's and then it just becomes like just a bunch of guys beating the shit out of them. And then that moment when hang on, I need to talk about this too, where for 5 seconds, 20 seconds, it becomes Saving Private Ryan.
Oh my God, where he's
Yes.
crawling. Yeah,
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 He's
yeah.
crawling and
You almost don't
Amazing.
realize
and he's
it's
got the
happening,
gun
and then
and
The guys are like tumbling through the air.
It's brilliant. And then
Yeah.
you got the sound effects, and then he snaps out of it, and he's holding a broomstick, and he's got.
Yeah.
It was just like, what are you doing?
the
bro?
way that scene builds is so
Brilliant.
great because like it's slowly getting more and more and more ridiculous. So like once he's like full like crawling with the gun, you
love
are
it.
like,
So
wait,
funny.
what's what happened?
It's
That's
surreal,
the
yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
That's the moment where I'm just like, when you watch someone doing something incredible, and you just like you go, God damn it! I wish I was that good. I wish I was that funny. I wish I was that this. I wish I was that.
Every
That's-
time I watch this podcast. Every time.
But that was that moment where I'm like, this guy is
Yeah.
funny.
Mhm.
Like, this is funny. And then we get that boom, and they've all got their powers, and it's that silent moment where we go
Mhm.
through. We've just watched all these guys, these fools, these silly, these idiots in a way that we have them underestimating, and suddenly they're all like holding on to they're all floating or on their
Yeah.
head or whatever, and then it just becomes this moment. And I'm just like, at that point, I'm like, give me the popcorn. I'm all in, just like, ah, rah, 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 rah. This movie gave me all the joy, and then Ladybug sucked it all out of me.
Oh.
And that's
I
the
mean,
mistake I made.
another movie full of fucking fantastic montages.
Mhm.
Yes.
Because you get the montage like of them training, then you get the montage like once they do get their power. I think they recruit the guys that beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, they kind of bring
because
them
Yeah.
in.
there's only like 6 of them. Like, don't you need 11 people? Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, you have the whole B story with him and the woman, which I still, now that I've watched this version of it, I'm like still don't quite understand. Except they're like the end photo I sent at the very end credits. It's like the husband and wife team best bowling thing. I was wondering if that was a translation issue. It's weird.
Yeah.
Well, like they're playing the montage of them playing all of the teams where they're just scoring goal after goal, but they're also like there's one team that they're playing where it's just women with mustaches.
Yeah, I know. That was I was wondering. I need to look that up actually. I was wondering about is that cameos because the
I
two
wonder that
girls
too.
that
That
are
had to have been.
they're
Yeah.
very like they've got you can tell they're very cinematic. They know what they're doing. They seem quite funny and they're very pretty. That you
Yeah.
know those are two very like
Right.
I'll see if I can
Yeah.
find something.
And it wasn't like the whole team was women wearing
No,
mustaches.
it was
Like,
just
what kind
them.
of lunatic would make a movie like that?
Yeah, no, that like they had to have been some sort of comedy.
I even remember thinking that like back then. I'm like, oh, these must be people that are famous over there. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
they're either
it's like Escape to Victory, but maybe they're famous Chinese.
Yeah,
football
exactly
players.
like that,
Yeah.
Ollie. Exactly.
Just like Sylvester Stallone in it. Exactly.
He
the
was
same.
famous. Oh shit.
he was from that one softcore porn, you know. That's what people knew Stallone from.
Honestly, you guys were texting that.
Mhm.
If they don't reference that in the I Play Rocky movie,
It's got to be how it opens,
I'm
right?
walking out. Yeah, if he's not in the Italian Stallion doing soft porn at the very beginning of this movie, going, "Ooh, what am I
If
gonna
he
do?"
doesn't hang dong, what are we doing? If he doesn't open with him saying, "You're probably wondering how I got here."
there was moments in this movie where they did a bit of a Rocky 4 thing where the bad guys, Team Evil, great name,
Mhm.
they're like training underwater.
Yeah,
It was like one moment and then he kicks it and it explodes. Brilliant. Like
really
just-
cool stuff.
It's so inventive and so
And the team is
interesting.
so good, and yet they're like injecting themselves with some like
The
insane
American
steroid.
drugs, yeah.
Rocky 4.
The shot of him like the lighting's overhead, but they do the fucking injection, but his like veins pop. Like really, like there's a ton of really great effects in this movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%. There was, and they like said, you mentioned the love story, the bit where like Stephen Chow is just like super, just like you're cool and you're great, and she's the Tai Chi master and the way she makes her buns, and it's the bit where he's like, you're just so beautiful, and her face is all like like acne done and stuff because she's got the
Yeah.
greasy hair, and he kind of pulls her hair to the side. He's like, you're beautiful, and he means it. He's not like
Yeah.
joking, but the joke of the flies,
The flies.
Yeah.
and
And
you
then-
see his eye follow the fly.
There's another bit later too where she goes to get like a makeover,
yeah.
and she walks to that like I was
The
like,
guy girl,
"Ooh."
you mean Jonathan Brandis from Ladybugs comes out, and like with a
That's
full
like-
on
it's
goatee.
like-
She opens the door. It's the guy picking his
Picking the
nose, and then he wipes it on her. and I was
That's
like,
that was I love that. I
Her
literally
reaction's great,
She
yeah.
walks in and she's like wiping it on him, and she looks like, that's what I mean is that Stephen Chow is
so I was
obviously
saying, in that original edit, I remember like when they show up to her kiosk like later at night, and now she's
Yes.
like full makeover.
Mhm.
He's like, "What the fuck did you do?" She's got the shoulder, but like he's just straight up making fun of her, and he's like, "You were already beautiful. Like you didn't need to go do this." In this version, the whole scene plays out entirely differently, where they kind of like poke fun at her, and then she just starts like laughing along with them, and then she loses her shit. It was just the whole scene was structured very differently.
It was,
Yeah,
Remember that?
I did notice that between the two versions. Those scenes played out differently.
the thing is like what
Doesn't
I like-
matter.
No, it didn't, and that was a very funny scene. It's just like I think that what I like about I guess what Stephen Chow is doing, it seems like it felt like to me that there's a great framework, and we've talked about this before a couple of times about really great comedies are well scripted that allow people to do a bit of improv. And then the ones that we've always had a problem with are the ones where they've just done too much improv. You
Yeah.
need to have a great
Yeah.
framework and do something well written. Think of like Airplane, you know what I mean? Think about those classic comedies. And it
Ladybugs.
seemed in this situation that they had these moments. What did you say?
Ladybugs.
Get out. But it seemed like in this particular case is that it felt like something like, you know, that I've done in myself, just in the TV realm, is you have an idea of what you're going to do. And once you're there and you go, ooh, we could do this. Like you could just add a little thing. And it seemed like they were like, wouldn't this be funny if? Wouldn't this be funny if? And I think that's the best kind of improv is you've got your framework, but like, ooh, we could add a look in. We could add a joke in. We could, you know, do a something. And Stephen Chow is so good at that. There's just looks, moments, beats, hits, slaps, whatever. And they were all throughout the movie. Like, you know, I know I've already said it twice, but this was the one that like genuinely makes me realize, man, I wish I was that good at anything because he's very, very fucking good.
Yeah,
and when he's doing the kung fu, like he does the backflip kick, lands and jumps back up.
Yeah, all like the wire stuff, like it basically becomes a Dragon Ball Z episode at the very end. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
But I will say,
Super Saiyan.
comparing like the way that they're granted the ball is my best guess is CGI in most of these scenes where
In
they're
every
kicking it
single
across the field. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think a real soccer ball is used
Not at
in
all.
this movie, but
No.
but the way it's shot, it's still it's really cool and dynamic. It's easy to follow. I love this movie.
It was
I love
great.
the goalie, the Bruce Lee goalie, trying to like blocks the ball. And he like puts his hand back because the guy sees the blood, and then they're just like they basically obliterate him through the fucking net.
So Ricky,
Yeah.
They're like,
So
"Oh my god, are you all right?" And he's just like, thumbs up.
Yeah.
Did
Put
anyone
sunglasses
else?
on.
Okay. Did anyone else? So I took this note and I have gone through the back, the other notes, and I have found this online as well. So other people have noticed this. There was at the end of the movie, as everything is successful and we're getting the whole like, oh, the montage and everything else. There was a Disney movie soundtrack. Did anyone else clock it?
At the very end of the movie?
Really?
I don't think I did. No.
It was The Lion King. And I'm like, it starts and I go, that sounds like The Lion King. And then it kept going and I go, and then they changed like one note every 8 beats maybe. And it's like, and it's right, like I said, I'm in here and in the final score, it's literally The Lion King. The whole, like presenting Kimber, this whole thing. Go back and watch it, guys. The very end of the movie, I'm like going, how is Disney not sued? Because this is
Well, now they will because they
The
listen to the
Lion King.
pod.
Yeah, now we ratted them out.
So that's okay. I'm
Huh,
so
I
glad
did not
that it's
clock
here
it.
because I'm like going, this is the Lion King's theme.
How often are you watching The Lion King?
Mate, that I
The
saw
John
that
John
movie.
Favreau one?
Yeah, that's the one. Actually, that one was pretty good. But no, I remember like, yeah, no, mate, that is like ingrained in my memory. The Lion King, I've watched it 10
Oh, shit.
gajillion times when I was a
I
kid.
didn't
I-
clock that.
I didn't clock it, but that's because of the like nature I was watching this movie was just
He's watching it on
bouncing
3 different platforms.
around. Yeah, moving around. Just,
He's watching
you know.
all 3 versions simultaneously to spot all the
Hey,
the
look.
differences.
Yeah.
I don't want to bring down the podcast, but Will, what happened to your neighbor's dog?
Oh, well, he was coaching a little girl's soccer team.
Oh no.
And,
Because what was the name of that dog? I remember
Achilles.
Achilles, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, how
Well,
ironic. So
I mean, I
Achilles
was going to
was
say, have you
shooting
seen the
Odyssey?
movie? It didn't
Yeah,
work out too well for him.
with
Yeah.
Chris Nolan. Okay. I
Yeah.
just haven't noticed Achilles like turning up in our episodes for a while.
Yeah.
No, I honestly, I've heard some dogs, but I have not heard Achilles in a while.
Hmm.
I don't quite know what the story there is. So
Went to is Achilles currently at a podcast upstate?
he got, unfortunately, he fell in with Shapiro and the Daily Wire, and turns out Achilles had some pretty problematic views.
Oh no.
Yeah,
God,
woke.
I mean, the last thing he said to me is he talked to Mitch McConnell for like 20 minutes. The other day.
Oh shit.
So, I stopped talking to Achilles after
Oh
that.
no.
Achilles. I was thinking, where's all the barking dogs? Okay, look. I mean, for me, this Shaolin Soccer, the moment for me that I sat back was the very, very first moment where it kind of bullet timed, where he does this super exaggerated kick, so his legs all the way bent
Oh
up.
yeah. That's when he's first fighting the gang toughs. Like,
Yes,
okay.
exactly. When the walls come down, he's playing with the ball, and but it's what a
Not when he does the kick and their hair goes.
yes, and he stops
sideways.
his foot, and the guy's hair goes to the side, or it goes backwards. That's what I mean. Is that it's just being so inventive, and honestly, like when he took that, and he took a Hollywood budget and a bit more time, and he did Kung Fu Hustle. We honestly should probably change our plan for next week and just watch Kung Fu Hustle and just talk about that. But actually, we're going to do a Kung Fu episode. I'm telling you right now. That's what we're doing. Not next week, but we're doing a Kung Fu episode because it's going to be amazing. But I just, like my brother-in-law, Howard, it's one of his favorite movies of all time is Kung Fu Hustle. And it's like, you look at kind of what Tarantino did with Kill Bill, and you look at what people do, like you look at The Matrix and you look at stuff like that. But when you really get into, like what Will was saying, is when you get into true Hollywood, Hong Kong, wire fu, or proper like Jackie Chan, my entire fucking childhood, from like 9 until 17, it was every Hong Kong kung fu action movie I could find. And when this movie came out in 2001 and like 2002, and it's like you were saying, post Matrix, it's post all this stuff. This movie just went viral before viral was a thing.
Oh yeah, you still get people dressing up like the landlady from Kung Fu Hustle at like Comic Cons, and it's fucking hysterical.
Yeah. It's just this. He hit at just the right moment.
Yeah,
and he hit in just the right way. And the left hand, right hand, the 1-2 of of Shaolin Soccer and Kung Fu.
Yeah. Oh, that those back to back, unstoppable. It's unbelievable.
Absolute peak.
That's why I'm granted, I'm sure his career, he's done a ton of great stuff, but it was just like those two after that. I remember hearing about his next film, which I think was
I was wrong. It's CJ7, I want to say.
Right, which just didn't really.
It was when I was living in Singapore at the time, so it was like being heavily promoted.
Yeah.
And like in Asia, Mandarin, Cantonese and stuff like that. Everyone was watching it. But it's like it was his ET.
It's just not this.
Yeah. It's just not like it's not YFU.
Conversely,
like American and British and all these other audiences, it's like you come to Hong Kong and Chinese cinema because you're like, ooh, it's the same way that like Crouching Tiger. Like it was just, oh my God, it's such a beautiful movie. But like what we're watching is like, well, our movies aren't like this.
Right.
And it's kind of the way that RRR appealed to everyone because like, what genre is it? Is it every genre?
Yeah. I feel like I hate to say it too, but I feel similar with like Edgar Wright's film career too, like that back to back of like Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz,
the Cornetto trilogy.
Yeah, but for me, like those two, and then everything after that just didn't quite hit the same to me. Like I enjoy those movies, but
I haven't seen like One Night in Soho. I haven't seen Running Man.
Don't
I haven't because of what you said. Right, I didn't watch it because you were like, eh.
It's not even like. No shade, because we would love to have him on the podcast, but it's not even an Edgar Wright.
Baby Drive is fucking great. We did it for
the podcast.
Like, Baby Drive is dope.
Yeah,
because it's someone just doing, hey, what if we made a movie that did this? But yeah, for me, Spaced also landed me an absolute smoking hot Texan. So I love that show forever.
But got you that truck. Sorry, Zen. I love
it. But also, like, but yeah, you're not wrong. Is like Shaun of the Dead. What, like, for me, I came out of space, and Shaun of the Dead is one of the just what a flex.
Yeah,
and Hot Fuzz is it. It's the movie I watch when I want to happy cry.
I love that. Maybe it's in my top 5.
I am always crying.
Hot Fuzz is in my top 5.
Yeah, every single fucking time. I think the World's End is very fucking good.
I haven't seen it enough times.
No, because it's kind of dark.
Well, yeah, I get that.
Because it's part of that movie is referencing Simon Pegg's alcoholism.
Right.
Part of that movie is his recovery. The whole fucking point is the main character is he wanted to fucking kill himself. You know what I mean? It's like, but then you get into the action is very good. Like the whole silliness of
and Pierce Brosnan's
an arm or a leg.
Yeah,
and it's brilliant. You got Simon.
But didn't he do
Nick
Frost?
Thank you, Nick Frost. He's very good at action.
Good. They all are. I mean, but did he not do Scott Pilgrim in between those two movies?
Yes. I fucking love Scott.
Well, he did that after the Cornetto.
Oh, okay. I forgot if he did
it.
Two.
He did it 2 movies in before World's End. He did.
Yeah.
He did that one, Scott Pilgrim.
Really?
Did
2014 because I was in LA trying to get signed, and I was staying like
you were trying to play Scott Pilgrim?
I was staying in Century City, and I walked down to where they have a theater, and I watched that like by myself. So I was like, where the fuck is everybody?
Am I forgetting like after that? Like, but was there something between Scott Pilgrim and Baby Driver that I'm not?
I don't think
I'm
so.
totally spacing on.
You keep talking. I'm gonna Google.
Yeah, like I remember getting so fucking worked up to see Baby Driver in the theater, and even that I'm like I love that movie now, but when I saw it then I'm like it just doesn't have the same. It's just maybe it's just not edited the same. Like, and maybe he's trying to do something different. I get that. I'm like, okay, I get it. I like it.
Shaun of the Dead 2004, Hot Fuzz 2007, Scott Pilgrim 2010, World's End 2013, Baby Driver 2017, and then we've got Last Night in Soho 2021. I'm still gonna watch that one.
That one's
it's worth a watch, but that's definitely my least favorite.
And then Running Man 2025.
It's crazy that like he was I guess because we were jilted out of ever getting Ant-Man.
Right. I mean we still got his screenplay in a way. But I would have loved. It was like it's kind of like Marvel are no dig on Marvel because I've loved them, but they have they figure something out and then they fuck it up, and so they had all the success and they messed up Edgar Wright doing Ant-Man. Then they kind of got, and then now they're getting criticized for being samey. So then they bring in the Russo brothers and they're doing like, ooh, we're doing the 70s conspiracy theory, and then they honestly the run up to Endgame. I'm sorry, but maybe one of the best, like, the whole world was invested moments. Cap gets the whole thing. But then they went too far. And now we're doing Disney Plus, and now we've got the pandemic, and now we've got too many TV shows, and now it's all watered down. And it's like, I'm interested to see what they can do with their new Avengers movies coming up. But
I'm sure it's going to be exactly the same as all of their other movies.
I want more Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi was my favorite movie from the phase 5 or whatever they did. I think Simu Liu he's
great.
Fucking great. I love that.
If I could remember that movie, I might agree with you. I know I saw it in the theater and
again. It's because what their fights are great. It's great. It's silly, but I like it. I guess part of it is like, again, I'm a white boy, but I grew up Asian, and that was I know it's silly, but that's a movie.
Is there a pill for that?
Yeah, it's the word that I'm censoring out. At 9:20. No, it was I think the biggest mistake of Marvel right now is that Shang-Chi is not one of the main guys we're talking about, and I hope they fix that shit in the new one because he's a cool character. I mean,
the biggest mistake?
You're not wrong, but like that movie's got Tony Leung. We've got oh my god, who's my favorite female actress of all time? Anywhere, Michelle Yeoh. Oh my god, thank God.
No.
But we've got
Michelle Yeoh.
These absolute legends in that movie. I think it's brilliant. I think it's absolutely brilliant.
I just don't care about Marvel movies anymore. Like
since Endgame,
I don't care.
The problem they made. Outside of all of the Spider-Man movies, which
none of them have soccer in them.
And I cannot wait for the new Spider-Man movie. You're right, but
that I'm excited for.
Yeah, Tom Holland as Spider-Man is honestly just Tom Holland. One of my favorite things about Tom Holland is everyone on the internet agrees is if the clip from him doing Rihanna's Umbrella pops up from
Oh yeah,
when it's Tom Holland doing
the
everyone's
lip
like
sync.
yeah what's it called, yeah, like celebrity lip sync or whatever, the lip sync battle with him and Rhea with his now wife, you know, it's just Tom Holland dancing to that. Everyone goes, no, you can never skip this. This is the greatest thing on the internet. And I'm like,
He fully committed, you know.
yeah,
And
I honestly, Tom Holland, I will support that guy forever. I will watch every movie he's in. Tom Holland, you're a legend.
Boy,
So-
do I have a new movie for you. Someone say it's the greatest story ever told.
Oh,
I
right,
wouldn't.
yes, I am seeing it tomorrow. Actually,
Oh.
I'm finally seeing it tomorrow. That's going to be fun. So outside of all of that, for me, there's not even a fucking debate about which is the best soccer movie that we did this week, because it's 100% Ladybugs.
Don't say it, Ryan.
I already made it.
It's
I,
Ladybugs.
listen. I already made the poster. The decision's been made. No, it's Shaolin Soccer.
It's
Yeah.
good. Shaolin Soccer is it's just someone just making a movie they saw in their head and making it. And I love that. I mean, honestly,
A lot of heart
I
went into that
love
movie. Yeah.
Action fucking USA.
Yeah.
It's this is the movie we're gonna make, and we're gonna make it. Ladybugs is just take it, screw it up, throw it
No.
away. Everyone's just taking a goddamn paycheck, apart from John Brandis and Jack A. Right? Like they're actually trying.
Yeah.
You know, like Escape to Victory is just, hey, you know, there was just like in the same way that back in the day a World War II movie was like, hey, a World War II movie. The guns are never own.
I just
know,
think
it's
if
like
that
the
movie
longest
didn't
day.
have Stallone in it, if there was like a better lead from that time,
Get Stallone out of that movie's way
and it would have been
fucking
great.
better.
I would have been way,
Yeah.
But Shaolin
Yeah.
Soccer was great.
Yeah.
I loved every minute of it. I don't care that it was longer. There were scenes. It doesn't matter.
That's a movie I'll watch every 10 years.
Honestly, I'm gonna find the other cut, but like I wasn't bothered by the length of the movie at all.
No,
I
like I said, it just
genuinely fucking enjoyed it.
it really does change a major plot point though between him and the female character.
Even though they never even have like a romantic moment, then in the very like the post credits,
they get married at the end. Like
right? That's what I mean. But they never kiss.
no.
Yeah.
At the end of the
Very,
movie, they
very
go-
strange.
He does
Yeah,
make that ET joke when she shows up and her head
Yes.
is
Yeah.
so clearly not shaved.
Right. Yeah.
But like, see that moment at the very end. I again, I really enjoyed this.
Oh, when everyone is doing kung fu,
Everyone
like
has-
park the car, the payoff. Yeah,
Yes, that's and like they all jump onto the bus, or like you know
Yeah.
you get that callback of the woman that slips on the banana peel, but now she Shaolin's out of it, and then the woman parks her car,
Parallel parks the car.
and then everyone's there
Yes.
doing their thing, and then they jump onto the bus, mate, and all the fucking the visual effects there
Great.
were very
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
That I was like, and I'd even forgotten that, and I was like, you know, I just like.
Kung Fu was in all of us all along.
I hope so. Well, the cool thing about, I mean, so I, you know, I used to host TV shows, and one of them I did Kung Fu Kitchen. But the thing is that Kung Fu isn't about martial arts. Kung Fu, the whole point of Kung Fu is mastering anything, is creating. So you can do Kung Fu tea, which is like these people, and I was in Chengdu, and they do this amazing stuff with this incredible sort of kettle that then makes the water pour from like a certain amount, and it goes right into your cup. It's about mastery of your art, and that for me is Stephen Chow when he's making these movies. He's taken what he's done, he's executed it perfectly, and he just entertains the fuck out of me.
Hell yeah.
So like that's why for me is like not only is the United States of movie best soccer movie Kung Fu Shaolin Soccer, but the Kung Fu of it all is right there. Stephen Chow, you are a Kung Fu master, my friend. I appreciate the fuck out of that movie. So Ryan, how are you going to ruin our life next time? Which movie?
I don't know because you pulled a fucking audible
No.
midway through this episode.
We're sticking with our plan. We're sticking with our plan.
Okay.
Which I can't even goddamn. Oh no, I remember. Oh my god, this is amazing. So,
To
okay,
the listener at home, Ollie is hammered.
Yeah.
Ollie is toppling up his whiskey. Ollie's had a great fucking day. Actually, let's go.
Recording live from his
That-
new truck.
Yeah. That was a full bottle of Jameson when we started.
It was. However,
Finally got some respect. Cut they cut it right there.
Yeah.
That's it. We're done.
This is
Credits.
still one of my favorite movies. Sorry, episodes we've done. So it was totally random. So we sat down. We sat down right before we recorded, and Ryan's like, "All right, guys, should we get back onto what the point of this podcast is?"
And
I
you
went,
yelled at me.
"Fuck no!
Yeah.
Let's keep doing specials because the specials are fun right now."
Can't keep making posters.
Yes, you fucking can. And so it came out of nowhere, but I kind of like it. Is we're doing the best NASCAR movie. This is what we're doing.
Well, technically, Will said best Days of Thunder movie, which then steamrolled
Yeah.
into.
Oh,
Yeah.
really, really quickly before we get there.
Preview for the winner for next week.
What we're supposed to talk about is the other movies that we could have done, but
Oh, yeah.
blah, 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 football.
I almost picked Kicking and Screaming, thinking it was like, maybe Ladybugs will be more entertaining to talk about.
Honestly, there's a movie called The Damned United that is very.
Oh, I've
very
heard of
good.
this. Yeah, yeah.
It's a Michael Sheen movie, true story, like biopic about a coach. It's a very good movie. It's very, very highly recommended. It's the number 2 on the Tomatometer.
Next to Shaolin Soccer.
Number 1 is I think we talked about
Ladybugs.
it last time, the like Iranian one. But Shaolin Soccer is number 4. There was Bend It Like Beckham, which you both went fuck no, which is number 5.
Everybody talks about that movie, so
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
But we could have, and so we did Ladybugs instead.
Which is where?
Cool. Bend It Like Beckham.
No, which is where's Ladybugs on that list?
Oh, I'll keep
it's above
scrolling.
number 1 actually.
It's actually I tried scrolling and it says, "Are you trying to access the dark web?"
Yeah.
Where it is currently number 1.
Still counts, bitch.
It's on the Epstein list. There it is
Oh.
again.
Ah, damn it. I only have I don't have Epstein Prime.
Ryan, you have got to stop being so fucking funny. It's making me look bad. There are so many soccer movies that we could have done, which makes us terrible people.
Oh, we already knew that. I mean, we've been doing this for 3 years.
Yeah, breaking news. Yeah.
Escape to Victory is 23 on the list.
Oh, shit.
You're welcome, guys. Yeah, you know what? Oh, Fever Pitch. That would have been a good one. That's a good movie.
I
Colin
think
Firth.
that's a baseball movie. I don't know what am I.
They did remake it as a baseball movie with Jimmy
With
Fallon
Jessica-
and Drew Barrymore. They did.
Oh.
Yeah. Green
Okay.
Street. Green
What ab-
Street. You
What
selected.
about
Will?
the other the problematic soccer movie? She's the Man with Amanda Bynes and Channing Tatum.
I like that. That's actually, funnily enough, a Shakespeare adaptation.
Yeah.
So blame.
Oh,
Bill
Shaolin
Shak-
Soccer?
It
But
is.
I love that.
That's right.
And honestly, Amanda Bynes, always loved her. She's 34. There you go. You're right. She's on that list as well. But no, next time, yes, we are now doing because fuck it. A NASCAR. Best
That's just
NASCAR. But honestly, it's because we were on our group chat, the old Right This Minute group chat, and we mentioned Days of Thunder, and Jake, one of our old camera guys.
Oh, because
was like,
Days of Thunder 2 was just announced.
that's right. I was suddenly like, ooh, it's happening, guys. And Jake was like, I've never watched it. So now we're like all going to watch it. Days of Thunder, we are doing that one. 1990. If you've ever seen Top Gun, it's exactly the same, but without planes. And I mean that dead serious.
Mhm.
I love
You could have
this
just
movie.
said it's Top Gun, but with cars, but you went with
without planes.
planes.
Yeah, well, shut up, Ryan.
That's just the British talking.
Which we're on our non-sponsor sponsor, who will one day be our sponsor. Just Watch. If you want to watch Days of Thunder, you should just buy it, because what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
And I have owned it for my entire life, and I love this movie very dearly. It's currently on Fubo. It's currently on Paramount Plus, so don't watch it there. It's currently on Philo. But then we also came up with, and let's say that was actually Ryan's desire. Let's do a NASCAR movie so that we can watch Talladega Nights. The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, a movie I still quote.
Well, to be fair, I was just trying to come up with other movies. I don't really want to watch
No,
that,
you
but I
said this is
will.
my favorite movie of all time, and
I
we
said it
all-
was the movie that I own on Blu-ray because it came with my PlayStation 3.
But I must admit, I do quote this movie all the time when I tell people like
Because you like to party.
Yeah, I said that literally today. Like to party. Yeah, I'll come at you like a spider monkey.
Uh-huh.
If anybody is gonna pray, it's always to 6 pounds, 6 pounds, 4 ounce baby cheetahs.
But yeah, whatever.
You know, it's just like
Yeah.
the Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
Save it for the podcast.
This movie and Blades of Glory are two movies that I remember watching on a plane
That's not a NASCAR movie.
and being that guy that's laughing. You know, like,
Yeah.
you know, when you're on a plane and it's dead silent and there's just one person who's like, ha ha ha. This movie and Blades of Glory did that to me, and I never even thought that they would. So I'm
It's
looking
me
forward
on
to
an
that.
airplane watching Terrifier 3.
And and then you just get ejected out of the
I'm in first class, bitch.
He's flying the plane.
And guess what? It's a money plane.
Boom!
You want to bet on a person
Who
getting
fucked
saw
an
half
alligator?
tape
That's
first?
all I want to know.
Money plane.
But the
Anyway.
last movie, so we picked those two movies instantly. And then we were like, well, we need a third NASCAR movie.
There's no other
That's
NASCAR
what
movies.
Ryan
That's
said.
it. We're done.
We did a little bit of like immediate bit of Googling, and we did discover that there is a movie starring Burt Reynolds, and it's called Stroker Ace. And I know we mentioned this moment. I'm pretty sure when we were doing our Gator episode that we had him in.
Yeah.
And all I said was, I bet this is directed by Hal Needham. And it's directed by Hal Needham. And we are all in. This is currently free on the Roku channel. It's free on Tubi as well. But next time we come back
What's this
around...
movie called? Stroking Aces?
Yes, it's called Stroking Ace. Your best mate. Stroker Ace.
Stroker Ace.
Talladega
A
Nights.
Smokey and the Bandit story? Like,
Yeah.
Bloody hope so. And Days of Thunder. So next time around, it's going to be Days of Thunder, Talladega Nights, and Stroker Ace. We're going to turn left real fast. If you ain't first, you're last. That's what we're doing this time around. Guys, this is actually one of the funniest episodes I think we've ever done. Purely because I'm drunk.
Yeah. Yeah. I do think we spun shit into gold with this one because
The one thing they didn't do with Ladybugs.
The one thing to take away from this episode to our audience is do not watch Ladybugs.
Don't.
If you remember this movie fondly when you watched it when you were younger, hang on to that memory. Cherish it.
Are
Do
you-
not.
Are you on
not.
a watch list? You will be if you watch Ladybugs. Robert Pattinson's new A24 movie, Chris Hansen movie, is coming out. Ladybugs.
it opens with him watching this movie. Yeah.
That
Show me on the
makes
doll where Ladybugs touched you.
Exactly. That being said, you know what you should do? You should watch Shaolin Soccer.
Definitely.
Yeah.
100%. And then you should watch Kung Fu Hustle. And I think that's what
Yes.
I'm going to do tomorrow. But next time we come around, we're going to the world of NASCAR. But in between that, if you want more of what we do, you can find me as Ollie Petrico on Facebook, or that Englishman in Texas where I like to travel around and do all kinds of interesting Texas things. You can find Will as Entitled Millennial. Will, it's so weird looking at you with that Rodney Dangerfield thing behind you. It's fucking
I don't know where
terrifying.
you end and the poster begins.
Blended together. We are now
Absolutely
one.
terrifying.
I'm now one with the poster. What's going on?
I will say, so Will does some great stuff. He does his movie stuff, but honestly, right now, Will, I'm really enjoying your skits. I very much enjoyed your Hello Ladies one a couple of days ago. That was really funny. Enjoyed very much. And if you want any more of Ryan, you can find Ryan as Rhino Digital, or you can find him on your sex offenders list.
let's not make that a thing.
The big red flag that you see with a Ladybugs title on it in the middle of Phoenix, Arizona. It's
Just
guy.
a white van that says free Ladybugs 4K.
Outside of that, if you're still subscribed to us on YouTube, what's wrong with you? But please, if you aren't, tell your
keep
friends.
it up. Yeah.
You can find us on Facebook, the United States of Movie, and on Instagram as well. But outside of that, guys, just come back, join us, have some fun. But Ryan, Will, this was a fun episode. Thank you, guys. Ryan, never ever recommend another movie again.
What the Bye.
We'll see you next time without Ryan.
You heard it here first. This is my last episode.